Hello, my friends, and warmly welcome back to yet another episode of Curse of the Black Mountain. My name is Robinik, and I'm going to be your dungeon master for this evening. So, in the previous, uh, adventure we had, our fellow adventurers teleported into this large capital city of called Karai, which is one of the southern largest cities of the southern lands called the Crowlands, which has specific tie-ins with one of our players, Rill. They've teleported here to solve some mysteries going on and having some connections from the northern parts from where they came from. But they arrived here in a city that is under invasion by the Ioun Imperium, that is mainly ruled by the Inquisition of Magi, a group that doesn't seem to like magic at all and like to content magical people and try to make up more rules for magic. So this city is under turmoil, but the characters have in the previous one tried to get some information on what is happening and what is their next step. They arrived at an alchemist known as Gil that owns the Golden Touch, and gave them a little bit of a direction where they could go to get some information and also get some rooms for the night. They arrived at the Platinum Club, which acts like almost like an inn, but it is mainly a casino where people usually come to play dice or play cards or other exotic type of gambling games. In order to rise up in the hierarchy of the casino, you have to win in different certain locations on the club to rise beyond and go further into more interesting games. So in the previous adventure, we saw our fellow adventurers trying to gamble a little bit, and they have also a lot of talking with each other. The gambling didn't go so well at all. They met a dealer that works there called Divas, which were their dice dealer, and they played and they played and they played, and he won and he won and he won, and they lost a handsome amount of money, and they didn't win anything. So they didn't went further into the casino. They only just went back into their room and had a very long conversation of what they're supposed to do now. And also, knowing that Rill has a tying to this place, she has discovered during some scrying with her new patron that apparently her mother is captive in somewhere in the city, and they believe that they are in the castle, believing also that with her is also the queen of this city and this country as well, together with partially some members of the crown family, having also had sending messages with one of her daughters, one of the crown princess, and they figure out that they probably are still captive at the castle. But they need to prepare. They need to plan how they're going to break into the castle, or even come in with another plan how they're going to retrieve them. And also, apparently, they found out some information that probably a rumor that the queen will probably be executed. But nobody knows when or why this is happening. But this probably we will solve tonight, my friends, in this episode. But before we start, let's introduce to the cast. Hello, my friends. Yet another again. It's a Sunday. How are you guys doing?
Very good, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was relaxed, now I'm stressed again. And this is to say that I spent the night at a spa, so I should be relaxed, but I'm not.
I feel so sorry, but not sorry.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
And also, my friends, I hope you have a good, nice drink with you and some candy or something, because now we begin tonight's episode.
Can you start the music?
Again? No.
Oh.
Yes, I will start the music. Also, I forgot a very important information as well.
No.
At the very,
It didn't happen.
At the very, very end of the session, after everybody has talked for a bit and renewed their beliefs, also Thalion has renewed his beliefs and found during the night a center of his, not a faith, but finding some purpose within him, finding the inner nature and inner personality that he has seemed to be lost. So he found himself his old clothing, and he's also to go to Rill and beg for her forgiveness. And meaning sincerely, of course, that he wants to be friends with her and sincerely apologize for everything ill that she did. And with a deal with her entity that a certain elf inside the scepter was kept, that she will be released out of the scepter if he sincerely apologized. And so it happened. So the god found him to be very, very sincere and released out Vika out into the floor in this establishment during the morning of your planning.
Don't worry, Real. I will ease your stress.
I thought this was only in real stream.
No.
Are you sure?
As we begin tonight's episode with the just appearance of Vika before you, that as she tumbles out into the floor, still lifeless and unconscious, and she still looks like when you guys left her, a young, fragile elven female dressed in her wood elf attire, but seems to be sleeping and unconscious. And she just tumbled down into the floor from the direction from Rail's right hip.
The second she falls into the floor, I will drop the dome. I see her and I'm like, dome! Panic dome. I'm doing the bubble. I'm doing panic bubbles around us and her.
Okay.
Like
Dome.
As soon as she reaches out, you just slam your hands into the ground. Is it instantaneous? Or does it take 10?
I don't know. I need to double check.
I need to double check as well.
Tiny heart. Why can't I press it? What?
I like D&D Beyond. Guys, this is not a sponsored stream or anything, but guys, please go to D&D Beyond. Really. It's such a good tool for you guys if you like Dungeons and Dragons. And most of it, if you are not subscribed to it, you get still free stuff from it. So it's still very good.
Yeah, you have cool homebrew classes.
1 minute.
It takes 1 minute, so you can start to conjure it while...
Oh, Vika! Are you okay?
You're pushing Thalion away! Up with her fucking shirt! Is the mark back still there?
Yeah, the mark is still there.
Okay, can anyone get this away? Now! We need to get this away now!
I cast...
Also, Italian, when you reach down, are you okay? She is not responding, she's just... When you kind of touch her around her head or around her upper body, she's limb. But not in a dead limb. She's just like she was heavily, like, have drank too much and she's like passed out. That
Yeah.
type of effect.
And then
is-
Real pulls up her skirt. Yeah.
Shirt.
shirt. She
I don't need to
Shirt.
put up her skirt
she
to
has
see the back.
she has a warrior's attire, so she has pants still.
Yeah.
Yeah, we dressed her in some other clothes when we.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. But then it's just commoner clothes then.
Yeah,
So
but
it's-
no, we
And it's
dressed her in
wood
the
elf
elven
clothes that
clothes.
was in the wagon,
Yeah,
but
cool.
not the thing that we found her in.
yeah.
No, exactly. Yeah.
So-
Then my shit is correct.
Yes, it is.
Good. Yes.
Dispel magic? Question mark.
High
Yes.
fuck? Question mark?
I cast Dispel magic at 6th level.
At 6th level,
Yes.
you reach down and you touch the side of the symbol and you invoke the dispelling patterns of magic. You can see different spectrums of colorization comes from your fingertips, swirling around the circle, the triangle circle around her back, and all of a sudden you hear this almost like a window cracks, and the symbol fades. The wound is still there, but you believe that whatever magic that was holding the symbol is gone.
I try to wake her up.
You try to wake her up. You like
I
shaking
sit. I
her.
sit down and I have her head in my hand and like, Vika.
She is unresponsive. Her head bobbles around when you're moving around with your head.
I
She
do
seems
a-
to be almost in like, what is that word in English? Not paralyzed, but no, she's just
A coma?
Vegetable.
not vegetable either. She's like, it's almost like she is limb,
Do I have a cure for that?
catatonic?
like catatonic.
Catatonic.
That's
Yeah.
a 13 no if I have a cure for that.
You look at her and you still believe that she is. It's not really curable. You have studied her before, and you believe still that she is under somehow of this sleeping coma. This state when you met her in the wagon previously, she was slumbering, like a magical slumbering, almost like Sleeping Beauty, kind of like.
That started in the tent, right? We were at the camp.
Yeah, it started in the camp, but she was in the wagon, I believed. And
We
she slept
camped in the
wagon.
wagons.
Yes,
Oh yeah, right.
but she was. She slept and she was okay, but then next morning she just was
Yeah.
completely.
We all had nightmares, then we woke up,
I
and
did.
she didn't woke up. Wait,
And then we had the marks, as far as we know.
Yeah,
but
but
we
she
probably had
seems-
those earlier.
yeah, but she seems to be. And also a good thing also to know. We are not missing one player. Garbod Kalle is coming also. We just wanted to start a little bit earlier, so
He's
don't
just
worry.
playing with this cock.
He's playing with his cock, and he will be joining us soon, as soon as he can. Returning. What do you guys want to do?
Mm. Do you think Leon knows she's here?
I hope not.
I have probably
we-
gotten the dome up now by this point. But...
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And the bubble goes, whoa.
But if he somehow saw us right now, we might want to leave this spot.
Uh,
Oh, yeah, because that's gonna help us so much.
we have nowhere to go, do we?
We
Hmm.
can't leave. And I mean, I pick up the fucking lantern to see if I see a stupid scrying orb somewhere.
Make a perception check. Or investigation. Just your call. With a 14, scanning around the room, losing your lamp all around, you don't seem to be finding anything that is hidden or invisible in your immediate vicinity.
So what do we do now?
Well, we can't really have an unconscious little elf over our shoulder as we do a rebellion, can we?
Should we put her back?
No.
Can we?
Okay, then you babysit her. She's yours. You take care of her. We will do stuff.
Yes, sure.
She's
She will be your potato sack. You can't partake in anything. You just need to guard her.
I will find a way to awaken her.
Maybe the alchemist can help us.
Yes, that's my thought.
Maybe he can. Don't alchemists do potions and stuff?
You deal with that. I don't have time with that.
I know.
I lean over to Garbod and whisper to him. Do Chester smell of changeling?
Garbold looks at her. Chester, are you awake? Chester! Still sleeping.
Lazy chest.
Saved.
Well, I believe Vika is of utmost importance, so I will try to wake her.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, how?
I don't know.
Yeah, because we have time for that, right?
Well, what should we do?
Put her back
Put
in the
her
scepter.
back in the scepter?
Think of it like
I-
this, Thalion.
Story
wants
for
her.
later.
Leon wants her, probably dead. And
No, I don't think so.
she is way safer inside the scepter right now than out here.
Well, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't want her to be trapped with the mad god.
What is to say that he lives in that thing? It's just a thing that he's just connected to. You really think he's just staying in there and waiting for someone to give him a call?
Yes.
It's also the laughing god, not the bad god.
I mean, I've been in there.
Yeah, and did you see him in there?
I saw a jester. I think.
I did not. I saw a
What?
librarian.
W-
And a lot of other
wasn't
weird
the
things.
librarian a jester?
Oh.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck that is.
He's a big, tall mummy with robes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
better.
Yeah.
if that makes you feel better, yeah.
Well, it's a matter of perspective, I guess.
I mean-
what is and who is the mad god, I guess.
Sorry, this is just really, really, really bad timing.
I
I
love the
mean-
progression you are doing, Thalion. What? What the fuck?
What? What?
Why did you have to tell her you're sorry right now? I love it that you did it and were sincere, but
Well, maybe I encouraged this by talking to Thalion last night, so maybe I am partially to blame, but
Don't take blame for this.
So now I'm blamed for saying I'm sorry.
No, I didn't blame you for anything. I'm just saying that Blinky shouldn't take blame.
oh, I
Yeah.
think the timing could have been a wee better. Okay,
I mean,
so
I am sure that Thalion didn't think.
Does everybody hear that?
Yes.
he's laughing at us and messing with us. He's doing this on purpose, Rill. Say,
What?
tell him to stop.
Of course he's doing this on purpose.
Well, can't you just take her back?
Do you want me to take her back?
Do we all hear this?
Yes.
Do you all seem to be agreeing?
I don't know.
Now that you're asking, I'm having second thoughts, but
I only wish you would do one thing,
oh, of course it costs the second time around.
and it would be easy.
Really start to feel the fingers around your shoulders.
Just one thing. Anybody of you can actually do it. It's quite simple. when the midnight hour is struck, I want somebody to yell, freedom. That's all I ask.
One of us to yell freedom before midnight?
Yes,
No, when it's midnight.
when
it's
it's midnight. One
easy.
of you shall scream freedom as much as you can, and I will take the little elven girl back into my chambers.
When you put it like that, it sounds so wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Scepter, chamber, it's really a matter of
I know.
perspective.
Yeah, like truths.
So what do you have it, Harold?
That right? That doesn't sound so hard.
Seems like there's some hidden agenda behind this, doesn't it?
Oh,
What
you
could go
don't say.
wrong? What
Do we
could-
see him or do we just hear
No,
him? Is
you
Rill
just
the
hear
only
him.
one? Rill sees him.
I can feel him.
Yeah.
So, the deal is just one of us? What happens if two of us accidentally does it at the same
Well,
time?
it's a bonus, I guess.
Okay.
But at least one of you should.
Okay, so when the
Okay.
midnight bell is struck, one of us has to scream freedom.
Yes.
Fine.
Yeah.
If it's all you want.
Do
Weird.
you accept?
What kind
Garban
of...
is like shaking his head like, no, we're not making any deals.
No, we will release something if we do, I guess.
Always
I'm at
so
this point where I
cynical.
can't even predict what's gonna happen anymore, so might as well just do what this.
I'm sorry, I don't have
Person
much to
says-
lose at this point.
How about you decide, Falion? You want to. Since
your sister.
Yeah, if half
Cousin.
cousin thing. Cousin on the left.
I don't want her to go back into the scepter, but we can't have her asleep either, so...
Well,
Maybe
the
then I'd gotten-
choice is
I mean-
yours to make. You know where you can find me.
And the air seems to be less heavier in the room.
Well, I think we should go to the potion maker, what's it called?
Yeah, then you do.
Alchemist.
The alchemist.
I
Alchemist.
need to fix a contract on my head. I need to contact the dude that owns this place. I need to do a lot of things.
Well, you do you, I guess.
I need to
Yeah,
gamble.
you know, a rebellion and all of that.
Yes. But I think Vika is very important.
Yeah, and I think the queen of this nation is really fucking important.
So what should I do?
Go to the alchemist. See if he has a cure for sleepiness.
Yeah, let's waste time.
Yeah, Thalion can do that. Neither of us can
Alone?
do- Yeah, I think.
I'm sure it will be fine. He has been
He's
killed
not a
by a mist
grown
wanderer on the
elf.
way. Because the contract isn't sold yet.
But
Maybe...
can't we just shove her under the bed for a while we go and do some important things and come back?
Blinky,
Yes.
we cannot leave her.
No, but Falion sits
In-
on the bed and just waits.
That's not a waste of time.
Well, we just bring her to the Golden Touch.
And we puppeteer her to look like she's not unconscious.
And just
I was
carry
more
her.
thinking of the fact that just walk past the assassins'
I mean, I could
headquarters.
wrap her in some
I'm talking
blanket.
about you. They don't give a fuck about her. You.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And you might still be wanted.
I don't think anyone down here would care about anyone being wanted. It's this kind of place, but
Maybe they
he might
won't
be
smash in.
assassinated on the street, though.
But wait a minute. The assassins. are down here.
Yes.
So we take them out? No? What
God,
should we
Give
do?
me strength.
Are you as Rill, Annabella, Brill? Who are you now?
Which
Yeah.
which appearance do you have, Nia?
Currently, I am somewhere morphing in between Rill and Annabella.
Rillabella. Okay,
Oh,
got
yeah.
it.
Rillabelle.
Like a bad TV receptionist.
Yeah, kinda.
Going full Bilbo Baggins. Okay.
Okay, what should we do?
If Garbod follows Thalion to the Golden Touch, fights ain't
We will
starting.
see. I see that Garbod has joined the Roll20.
Oh.
So
perfect
probably
timing.
Kalle will arrive very, very soon.
Well then, let's discuss.
Maybe he can scan Vika for
Yeah.
afflictions.
You want a demon god to actually touch her.
No.
Say by the bell.
Yes.
Hey,
Oh yeah, we need to
Kalle!
do like this. This.
We don't see the window yet, but oh,
Oh,
He's working on it. His camera says no.
where's the snow?
Here it says no.
Oh.
Slow but steady.
Nope. Nope.
I think he's restarting his computer. But
Let's do it like this then. Again.
hey, Kalle.
Hey.
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 How are you doing, my friend?
Oh,
Hey.
there you go.
Hey!
Fick inte igång kameran.
It is okay. Are you fine?
Yes, how are you?
We are very fine. We're just in the middle of it.
And you're here right in time.
I am.
Yes, they have started to discuss Vika, you know, the little elven girl that was unconscious and Leo wanted. And she was stored in the scepter. She popped up out from the scepter.
Yes, I do remember that.
What is happening now? The laughing god has offered a deal to store her back into the scepter again.
Okay.
And if only one of you people shout freedom when the midnight hour has struck.
I see no problem with that.
Nobody has decided anything yet, but they have talked a little bit that Thalion should take her to the alchemist at the Golden Touch.
No, Thalion has said that he wants to.
Yeah, Thalion said that he wanted to take to the alchemist in the Golden Touch.
Okay.
And now Videl asked you a question about Vika as well. Please, Videl, can you please?
Did I? Oh, about
Chester.
Yeah.
Is Chester awake, Garbod?
Still sleeping, but
Can you slap him awake?
I don't want to slap him. He's a little bit sour, waking up. Moody, I would say. But
Just
give me a minute.
gently caress the lid.
Chester, little boy. Yes. Ooh, here's a bit of meat.
and you can see a huge tongue that takes almost like a frog.
Oh,
Grab it and then go.
Chester, isn't it?
And Chester is awoken.
Yes, Chester is awoke.
Can,
What do you want?
can he smell Vika if he's a changeling?
Chester, is that a changeling? You know?
You can see this huge bulbous eye just opens up from the lead and just looks at her. And it breathes out, the tongue goes out. And you can see the tongue splits in three and opens up
Wow.
towards. And hold up for a little bit and go. And looks up at you and go.
So that's a no, I guess.
This is my cue. I'll go into Chester's lovely mind.
Hello? Ja, nu, det lät som att Discord försvann. Läskigt.
I thought that was just his new voice. Hello?
Hallå?
Yes, but sure.
Okay, you have reached Chester. I'm not available. Please leave a message.
You reach into his mind and go, well, hello there, kind girl.
Oh, and Chester was the antagonist all the time.
Oh my
I
God.
see,
They're the
I see you have fallen into my trap, eh?
Chester. No, it's mimic.
Yep.
I'm here for this.
Do that.
You reach into the mind of this very low intelligent creature.
No, Chester is smart.
What do you just listen in what he says?
Right now, yeah.
He's go, oh my god! Fuck! Hungry? A little bit more hungry, actually.
Chester, can you take that again a bit slower?
Fuck! Who? What? It's you. Voice.
Yes. Yes.
Girl. Fuck. Girl.
No, bad.
You can see that Chester moves, looks at Rill and goes.
I love how he insists on talking out loud when I'm in his mind, but I guess that's his intelligence level.
Yeah. What do you?
So I'll be like, okay, again? Is she a changeling?
Yeah.
Yep.
But she's weird. Changeling, yes, but weird. Smells weird. Weird. Not like you. You're like this, but she's like that.
Thanks for that information. Garbod, he's more hungry. Also, he said that she is sort of a changeling, but does not really smell like the other ones he has smelled.
Okay. Okay. What if we just ask her?
We can't. She's still in
She's still
coma.
unconscious.
Oh yeah. Me being stupid and so.
I was thinking, Garbod, maybe you have some religious cleansing way to make her awake.
I don't need religion for that. I can just, let me look in the good book.
Thought you were gonna smack her awake.
Oh yes.
Let me
I
look
can
at the
try.
book. Take the book and smack her with the book.
Isn't that something from Dr. House?
Yes.
Smack someone with the book.
Exactly.
Just checking if she was faking the coma.
Yes.
Oh, I should do that. to the
Oh,
next
it's so
character.
good. That scene is so priceless. Yeah. Continue on.
I look over Garbod's shoulder as he goes through the good book. There's a lot of penises in this book.
Yes.
What are you looking for?
Something to wait. Would greater restoration work here? That's what I'm checking for.
Make a religion check.
A religion check?
Oh,
Why not a medical
yeah.
check? I mean, I have +4, so naturally I fail.
Oh, ouch! Ouch, it's
You-
too early and Garbod has not gotten coffee.
You look at the book and you continue on, and you come out and you go to it's like, this is my favorite chat. You can see the biggest dong that has ever been written.
I look at Phalion.
That's not me.
I do a non-mortal hit in his face.
Sure.
Good. I mean, I'm sorry, Pat, but I fumbled, so I gotta act on this, okay? It's not me, it's the DM giving me, I don't know, lemons, and I gotta act on it. So I'm just gonna smack you, okay?
I'm prepared because no, that's not me. Ooh.
I'm gonna headbutt you. I'm sorry. That's just a thing.
Non-damage is that's a 20. And he smacks you in the head with a
Yes.
bomb.
Phalion, show the book for you.
That is not me.
Can I, since I'm looking over the shoulder of Garbod, can I
Yeah.
do a religion check or something
Sure.
to see past the huge dong?
Sure. But you gain a disadvantage for the
Yeah,
huge
yeah,
dong,
yeah.
though.
Yeah.
I like that.
As you do.
Mhm.
Pass
As
the
a-
dog. Beyond.
It's a lot of words. It's a lot of another religion that you are not really familiar with.
The dong goes through many pages.
Yes.
The mighty dong.
You know, when you take the book and you flip it to the side and do this, it only expands.
What if can I mend my fucking book? Mend the penises away? Is that a thing?
You can try.
Who drew the penises?
No.
But I have my suspicions.
You could try.
I don't have mending on right now.
No, okay.
So,
But you don't find anything. Both you and Bedell doesn't find anything in the good holy book.
I
Anything
do have mending. Yes. I
that
tried
you
to
can start to
mend.
mend.
I'll try mending.
I
my
mean,
penises.
either mending or I would assume maybe prestidigitation because it's cleaning.
Yeah.
Okay, but could someone take these dongs away from my book? It's
I'll
bad.
try. I hold out my hand and try prestidigitation, see if I can
And as
get
soon as you swift your hand with prestidigitation, the dongs goes away.
I can never be more thankful than I am right now. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I
Hello?
believe you.
Next time I see a dong in this book, you're gonna be one dong shorter.
So, what are you guys doing?
At this point, I'm just expecting it to be my Ilarion that is painting dicks in Garbo's book because he can.
It certainly is a way to anger the cleric.
It is. It is.
He would never.
Oh yeah.
So what do we do with Vika?
All for putting her back?
Oh. Garbo, you can't allow that.
I think that Fadion's vote counts bigger though, because it's his sister.
But is it? But is it? If
I'm
it's one of
not
the-
I mean,
really
I feel like
sure.
she's more related to me right now.
Yes, I would say. I mean, we
Uh,
can talk about this. If she's a changeling, kind of.
And
Wasn't
she's kind of your sister.
But isn't that really weird?
The DM, what do we know about Vika?
What you know about, or
Yeah, we as a group. I don't remember if we got
you
some.
you got some information that she told you, and you believe that she is Vika from your village, that she is from your aunt's side, like she's your cousin.
Yeah,
She's this Vika has manifested as your cousin in a way.
but I think I heard something more about her, that she wasn't really an elf or something like that.
She's a wood elf, or she believed, and everybody believed that she was a wood elf.
Yeah.
But she was special in a way.
Well,
She
we
was
used
special.
to detect magic on her. When we used to detect magic on her, she gave away from every magic school. She
Yeah,
also
that's
said that her mother told her specifically that she was not allowed to use magic. She also told that her mother could change appearance in the same way as real changes appearance, but she wasn't allowed to do that either, which I only later concluded that it might be that her mother also was a changeling because she changed appearance. We have a lot of information. I have like a page on Vika with information I've written down.
Yeah, good.
But she's yours. Your family.
Yeah, well, I don't know what to do.
Okay, so we have options. 1, put her in the scepter, or 2, go to the alchemist.
But if
But
we
the problem if we go to the alchemist is that we are gonna get murdered on the way there. By the assassins.
But
But
what
that
Which
happens?
we're not killing.
wasn't that the guy we first met?
Yes.
Yes.
Gil.
I can just teleport us back there.
Let's not use that right now at the beginning of the day when we're trying to start a rebellion. That is a very high level spell, which we might need later.
And what happens when we yell freedom? What evil do we unleash then?
No,
Yeah, what
it seems too easy. It seems like he knows things are gonna happen, and when we do, one of us are
He's tricking us.
dying or something.
Yeah,
Trust him. I trust it's gonna be fine.
Maybe
Yeah, I'm
it's a
sure you
safe
do.
word or something, like when we yell it in.
Yeah, more of a safe word.
Not when I'm
yes.
drinking. The safety word of the laughing god.
The person who
Freedom.
yells freedom. Oh yeah!
So, what are you doing, guys?
Should we
We're
murder
going-
her?
Yes.
What?
Wait,
Should
what?
we murder her?
You're
Sure.
so funny.
I
with that.
didn't drag this little thing out of the city all the way out into the forest just to murder her. I wasn't even allowed to drown her. I mean, wake her up with water.
Do you want to drown her?
How
No,
was your childhood, Blinky?
Don't ask questions like that when we know it's gonna be a horrible answer.
Okay.
you really want to know this?
I don't know. Just drowning and waking someone up. I don't know.
I mean, at this point, we could just ask you about your childhood as well. But we are like on the clock here.
What time of day is it?
Early morning.
It is-
Stress.
We just woke up
Let-
and had breakfast.
Let me put it. Let me
Oh.
put it like this: you think it.
Oh.
You think it's the early morning
Because we're
you're still
underground.
Yeah.
But we're still
Yeah.
stressed.
It's morning
We
for
got
us.
breakfast.
Hmm.
Free. Because these people can't gamble.
Yeah, we paid. them.
Yeah, that was
We got paid for
terrible.
breakfast.
We paid probably 100 gold for this breakfast.
Yeah.
Free.
That's well gold,
Please.
right?
Yeah.
I didn't lose
More.
any of your. I didn't lose any of your gold.
No.
Oh.
We did that ourselves
Yes.
to give us the.
Just when I rubbed that in, I have no good words other than that. I'm sorry.
To be fair, I didn't lose any gold because it wasn't mine to begin with. So, if
Into
we
Annabella.
oh,
What did you say?
I'm gonna change appearance, so I'm now 100% Annabella.
Uh huh.
Please, can we stop talk about gamble? Can we stop talk about pasts, childhood traumas, and all of that right now? One decision at a time. Girl. Problem. What do we do?
Putting her back seems like a bad idea. Just, mentioning that.
And what would you suggest we do instead? Take her as a potato sack into a rebellion?
I mean, that's not a half-ass idea.
So
Uh,
you're gonna fight with this child dangling from your shoulder, is what you're saying?
I'm done.
How large objects can you put in the bag of holding?
Leon, I know
it will
that magic is
suffocate in there.
not your greatest area, but as Blinky just said, there is no air in there.
Okay.
It's a changeling, but
You can-
would
you can-
breed, I
kill her.
think.
You can still should certainly try.
And I don't think I can only fit things that fits into the opening, and she is tiny but not that tiny.
We
Okay.
can reduce her size, but I think it's not gonna help.
And then she will become large again and we can't get her out, and then she will
Her
certainly
head
die.
can pop out. and just
Yeah, I kind of like it.
We can put a straw in her mouth, and then she can breathe.
No, okay, but put her back. That sounds like a little bit bad.
Especially when he needs us to yell freedom at midnight. That sounds quite ominous.
Just trying to give us a scare. It's messing with us.
Well, yes.
Do any of you think that the potion guy could have something to wake her up?
No.
Yeah, that's why I suggested it. But I'm not sure.
Okay,
Maybe
next
maybe
question.
one of us can sneak over there and find out before we go there.
And if she wakes up, then what?
I don't know.
Yeah,
gonna be
exactly.
scared.
Can we please think several steps ahead instead of one single tiny step at a time?
Yeah,
What
keep-
happens when
Girl.
she wakes up? When she realizes that she is not where she thought she would be? When she ends up in some other kind of panic
Okay, I will
or
trust
traumatic experience because she's in the middle of nowhere, underground, surrounded by thieves? Like,
We put her back in the scepter. You get it your way.
I'm
Can I
sorry.
just say that maybe you should yell freedom because you can change your appearance? If it's just, something bad happens. I mean,
I don't mind taking that responsibility if you all are too scared of doing it.
No. I
I
mean,
can do
I
it.
would love
I can do it.
to yell freedom and fight the first fucker who meets me. I'm just thinking that would be bad because I might
And
fight
I would love to yell freedom whilst I am rallying a rebellion, if I could make the timing correct.
Oh yes, I would also like to rally a rebellion that way.
Hmm.
Oh, it is. Do you
What?
accept the offer of the Mad God?
Will he take her now?
Yeah.
No.
She will.
He said.
Yeah, he said that.
He just said that we all had to agree.
Can we ask him something else while we're at it? A quick question.
I'll bring out the scepter. I mean, we're still in the dome.
You try to receive anything, but you get more like, "Ba-do-do." I am not here. I'm laughing somewhere else.
Now that's interesting.
It's just a maracas.
So-
Left against my way.
I guess he wants us to decide.
Oh, you think? He is very
You know,
single-minded when he wants something.
The patron of yours is kind of an asshole. You know that.
Oh,
Just saying.
Don't start talking about patrons.
but you know, your god doesn't seem to be that great either.
Okay.
Everybody
Yeah.
calm down
Okay.
here and let's just make a decision. How about we vote? Yes.
Yes.
I say
Yes.
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 I can yell freedom.
I can also yell freedom.
I can sing freedom.
That I can do.
Not copyright, but.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're streaming.
So we have a unanimous decision then.
I guess we do.
I look at Falion, who hasn't said anything.
I trust Rill's judgment.
Okay.
This is
As
gonna
you-
bite me.
As you accept, a small bell can hear in the room and collapse with a laughter. And as soon as you look at Vika, she just fades into this dark ash and returns into the scepter.
Is that how it works?
Not how it worked last time, but sure.
That didn't feel very good.
No, it didn't. It's like when you eat
It's
something
done
you
now.
really like, but you know it's gonna hurt your tummy.
I feel a lot safer now.
Feel like she is somewhat safer. At
Yes. Is that.
Not much, but a little bit.
So, when should we yell freedom?
At midnight.
Yeah. And how do we know if it's midnight?
Absolutely no idea, but one thing at a time.
You know, when the moon coincides with the...
We can't see
I
the sky.
opened
Yeah.
No,
the
but-
window. Look out.
I mean, that's usually how you tell.
Yeah,
With
but
the
we need to see the sky
Nebulous
for that.
Parama is aligned with the moon, you know it's midnight.
Yeah, will you go outside and like all the way up and wait and tell us when that happens?
I have to say one thing. I love you guys so much. you are adorable, all of you. I love you so much.
Yeah, then you can send us a courier with the message. And try not to kill it before it arrives.
Maybe we can ask someone because you know at places they can wake you up at certain times, so they must
I
know
am
what time it
sure
is.
we can find a way to deal with this. I'm quite sure, actually.
So what's our next step?
Arena? No. Assassins.
I have a lot of next steps.
Then please.
Since we're here at the Platinum Club, I thought we should see if we could talk to Nihilus Baronkar, because he might be able to give us some information regarding if there is perhaps an existing rebellion already, since he does flag for the Crowlands down here. And also, I would like to know if my family is known in a positive, negative, or not at all sense down here. This makes things easier to know what you deal with in advance.
Sure.
All right.
And I also thought about, well, if he has that information, then maybe he knows where we could meet these potential other rebellions if they exist. Either way, I think we should call upon the Baron. We sadly don't have a bell anymore, though. But maybe Gargod could use his lovely voice and scream someone down.
I mean, that wasn't really my fault.
But we could use
Bell?
mending on it.
Yes, yes. Listen to the goat. We can use mending on it.
But you hated that bell.
Yes.
I pick up the bell and start mending because
Okay.
Because reasons.
Okay. So you agree that you all should go and see the Baron?
We're trying to call the Baron to our room.
Okay. Do you use the bell?
I step outside and I use the
Okay.
bell.
It takes several minutes goes by and you continue slightly like eating up your breakfast and waiting until somebody knocks at the door, and it knocks very, very gentle on the door. And one of you go and opens up, I believe. And there you can see the same girl who has been coming to your humble abode previous time. This smaller female creature with this blonde, shortened hair, and she looks bruised still and dirty.
Stop doing that. You know
I'm
I want to try to save her.
I know! But you know what they say, Kalle? Play you as a fiddle.
She more bruised than yesterday?
No,
Like, no.
no.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
do a
Your
perception
face.
check.
I never met her, but I'm asking. I haven't seen this girl, so I
Well,
wouldn't know.
She's bruised.
Was she bruised yesterday? Yes, you said yes.
She was. But you can make a perception check if you want to see if there are any more bruises.
No, I really don't want to.
Okay, okay. She's there and she answers. Who opened the door then? Is it Videl?
I look over at Riel and maybe you should take it because you're more charismatic.
I'll open the door. Still as Annabella.
Opens up and you can see her there. You rang the bell?
You ran.
Yeah, you rang.
Wow.
Ah, yes.
I am a dwarf, actually.
Everybody's changeling right now.
Oh, yes.
You rang?
Yes, we were wondering if we could talk to the Baron.
As you mentioned the Baron, her eyes widen a little bit and go, have you decided a meeting with him? Looking down at the floor.
Is there something you need to do in advance?
Yes. He's usually quite busy during the day. If you, my lords and ladies, want me to go there, I will with joy go there.
I
Don't
think
lie
she
to me,
wants to go
child.
there.
It's okay.
With joy and happiness, I will follow your command.
Oh, yes, you're just a bundle of joy right now. Look at you.
Can't you just point us at the right direction? So we can do it ourselves?
She looks at you and goes, that's not how it works.
My dear, it's gonna be fine. Tell him that we wish to open an account with the bank and we have coin.
Right away, my lord, miss. And she nods and bows and kind of like do this very polite bowing like they do in Nivara. And it's a very posh kind of bowing, but she's very bad at it. And she kind of then half running away towards wherever where the gambling floor and the bar is. Do you stay in the room, or do you wish to go anywhere, or what are you doing? Or are you just waiting?
I think we should wait.
Roughly 2 minutes goes by, and then a very heavy knock on the door, and it's very heavy of the knocking. Boom, boom, boom.
I open the door.
You open the door, and the only thing you see is this very thick, almost dark maroon, dark thigh, and then a head that looks down, and you can see one of those minotaurs looking down.
You
morning.
want to see Master? Open account.
Yes, exactly.
Follow me.
Thank you.
And
Do I
he-
know anything of being polite to minotaurs? Do I have minotaur manners?
Make a history check.
Thank you, Mr. Horse.
That's the horse.
Make a history check.
Good
No,
ass.
that's
No.
Minotaur.
Please roll a 1, Kalle. Please roll.
I do not want to roll a 1.
Yes, Mr. Badger.
Slap him on his ass. That's how you do it, right?
I have no other knowledge of. I don't want to roll a 1.
Whip
Slap
a red blanket.
11.
Not bad.
Slap it
Well,
on the
you're-
ass. That's not
well-
his ass, Garbot.
Because it's very fortunate for you because of your background. You're the other type of the half orc generation that actually has lived among a tribe of like real orcs, like in the wilderness. Your tribe has had negotiations with minotaurs,
Ooh.
and they are brutal. You should actually not be like polite to them.
I should show strength.
You should show strength, like, yes, of course, and more like a military attire to them.
I can
And-
do that.
And if you want to slap him in the ass, that's probably polite in a way, but that tells the Minotaur that you are its master.
Yes.
Minotaurs has, you know from your orc cousins that they value strength. And a leader should almost like torture them to show dominance. They appreciate that. Like that tyranny type of thing.
Okay.
Not all of the Minotaurs does that, of course, but those that you have met in your tribe lugs a very strong hand.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try.
If you are the master of them.
I'm gonna try an intimidation and say, "You take us there the fastest route."
Make an intimidation check.
12.
You gör det som jag säger.
You
He
will
looks
take
in-
us there at once.
He looks at you and go, and this very, very heavy air blows out from his very elongated snout. And he just goes. And he shows you the way.
Okay.
You go by and you go even up the stairs. And also, when you enter the casino, nobody's there. It's empty. It's completely empty. All of the shares and all of the games, everything, even the bar is just, there's nobody there. They are just preparing for tonight's games. He takes you up the stairs, going up to the balconies. You walk up to the balcony and you can see there are only 20 tables up here. And then behind, like, there's this... It's a very deep and very heavily long balcony, so you can sit like 20 tables. And in the very middle of it, when you come up the stairs, there is this huge door that has like this golden frame around it. And on top of it, it looks like it's a diamond skull above it that is like carved into the stonework of the frame. And the door is just this huge black, almost metal doors. He walks to them and he knocks on it. Some minutes walk by and they open up, both of these two enormous doors opens up, and two other minotaurs in the other side nods at him and he looks,
Follow me closely and keep your hands inside your pockets. or I will chop your hands off.
The Minotaur says that.
To all of you, yes.
I'm gonna try this, okay? I'm gonna slap his ass and say, "You don't give all the orders here. I do." And this is when I'm gonna lose my head, I guess, because I'm gonna roll a 3.
Roll an intimidation check. You slap him and you say these words. He stops.
Yes.
And he turns around.
This is what I do.
Don't touch me, greenling.
I touch whenever I so please.
Only a master shall touch my bosom.
And only their master will tell them what to do.
You feel his hand go above your head and take the front of your temple.
I will squeeze you. But master says you shall come alive. So you are lucky. Next time, not lucky. Follow, weakling.
I don't wanna back down, but I guess this is a good time to back down.
It's gonna go next to Garbod and like, it was a valid attempt, but we can do foreplay later.
Yes, I guess.
Also,
you're lucky
are
this time.
all of you following? Also,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
I'm leaning to Videl.
Is this usually how they act? I mean, cousins.
No. This is just
Okay.
weird.
As you walk into this corridor, there are these two minotaurs, and they're closing the doors. And in this long corridor, you understand why they told you to keep your hands in your pockets, because it's different types of like ornaments, and there are statues, there are paintings, there are small bubbles on very long tables on this very long corridor that displays all kinds of wealth. There are those who look like only pebbles. There are those who look like golden statues of the Baron. There are these enormous oiled paintings of the Baron, and there are other like very long, almost like black and golden edged carpets rolling out in the floor. And it's a lot of these small nuggets and good old things that are pretty much wealthy. That you're just walking in this alleyway of gold.
I bite my hand like, as I walk past, like, oh, don't look at it.
And as you come to the very end of the corridor, there is this other set of these dark iron doors, and two other of these minotaurs just opens up, and it opens up to this enormous office room. There is this very large oaken table, and on the other side is this very moss green like chair, almost like a leather chair. Sitting on the opposite side, there is this open like half moon panorama, and leading so you can see outside into the cave opening. So you can see almost the roof of the cave entrance, and go gleaning down to this place where you can see where this marketplace is just open up and glows up with these lights, and people are walking down there, and you can see there are ornaments in here as well, oil paintings on each side, and on each side of the panoramic window there are these flags of the Crownlands singing there, and on the table there are numerous of books, there are letters, there's a letter opener, there's a huge bottle of whiskey that is half, and he has two glass very close by, and he's drinking from one of them. And you can see this very rotund man, still this very good old jolly like Monopoly guy that you met previously, sitting there and just looking outside. He's turned his chair towards the window and holding it in his left hand as he come in, as the Minotaurs goes in and kneels down.
Master, I have retrieved the prey.
That's very good, laddie. Please wait outside. I wish to talk to them alone.
Is this wise?
Oh yes, I've never been so jolly in my life. Whoa. He stands up and he looks at you, Garbod. I will kill you first, and I will eat your intestines for breakfast, if you even lay hand on Master.
You're a funny guy. I'm not gonna kill you last.
And he goes out of the door, and the other Minotaur closes the door.
I'm not sure what I'm doing here, so... Psst, Vidal, is this the right thing to do?
Don't slap their ass.
Could have told me that...
And I don't think that was their ass.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Accidentally
well, you
hit
know more
something
about
else
Minotaur.
dangling between his legs.
Know more about...
Upper slap.
The Baron sits there and goes like, "Oh, it seems to be in a good situation. I'm in a very good mood this morning. I understand that you are most interested in opening an account, taking a deal. Also here to provide more gambling, I presume."
Something of the sort. It
And
is
he-
gamble, but maybe a bit different than what you used to.
He drinks a little bit and puts it down and goes, stands up and goes, "Nothing is really more exciting to have a deal and also have a drink of the finest whiskey in all of Galgoreth. Am I right? Am I just wondrous? Let's do
Right.
business." And he turns around and having this. He seems to be more in a comfortable attire. It's very still early in the morning, but he's have this. I don't know what hängslen is called in English, but he has that.
Suspenders.
Enders?
Suspenders,
suspenders.
and very good pants, but he has more of a loosened shirt on top, and he like takes them to the side and go, "Let's talk business then." And he turns his chair and he sits down again and brings out a very large book and a quill. "So, how much money do you wish to loan?"
I'm gonna start in a different end. First, I feel I have not introduced myself.
I do not think I have the honor, I guess. Please, have I introduced myself to you?
Oh, your reputation has already reached me. How could I not know of you?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Persuasion. Plop.
As you says that, he goes, well, everybody knows the Baron and the hospitality, and I am very glad to meet you, Miss.
Oh, why is he so charming? I'm gonna do like a small curtsy. Annabella von Chatmesel.
He takes and he breaks the quill. Like, "You say what?"
Now this was the reaction I was waiting for.
And he
Was
stands up and he takes up his monocle. "But your family is captured. How?
Yes, that is
How?
correct.
How did you? That's very odd. But charming nonetheless. That means money, of course."
Yes, money. Though, before business, I like to have discussion.
Oh, I see. Just to be clear,
I will not take much of your time.
I know it's a very odd situation going upstairs, but I'm not selling the Platinum Club. Let's be frank for that. It is much pressure to me, and it was from my grandfather and my father before him to invoke ownership of this. I will not part of this for my some of my children later on.
I'm sure you have plenty. Don't
Oh,
worry.
yes. I have actually 13 of them small buggers, you see.
Charming.
Annoying.
Don't worry, I'm not looking to purchase this place.
Oh, not? Well, well then, why brings me the honor? And he sits down again and pick up open the drawers and pick up another quill.
I was hoping, first off, I could buy some information before I open this account.
Oh. And he closes the book and picks up another book. Well, he seems to be in luck these days. Which information do you seek? And he winks and, my lady.
Ooh. I guess I will start right away, since you...
And also, just to be completely... Are these your companions? Friends? And you trust them to be here? I can have them escorted out.
I trust them.
Well done.
If they don't behave, I'll make them behave.
Well, I heard that they are quite the patrons of this place, so I really enjoy their company here. My employer wished them to have a very nice breakfast after hearing the totals of yesterday's place.
Oh,
so
yes.
I'm very happy to have their acquaintance, and you are most welcome to play another time.
I am sure. I'm gonna walk over to Garbod and just gently pet his cheek, and he's gonna hear inside his head, just play along for now. I really don't mean it.
I have a hard time believing you, but okay.
All right.
I'm gonna turn back to the Baron. So, information. Well, since you already informed me that you knew of my family's whereabouts, or more so the fact being in custody of the kind new lords of our lands, would you perhaps know if there's any uprising happening, or are we just gonna allow this?
Do I know? Bet you, I don't know, my lady, if you are aware how my type of work works, you see.
How much? I'm gonna start with putting 100 gold in a sack on his desk.
Well, 100 gold, and he will take it, will suffice, with a beginning fee, of course.
Of course.
Yes, there is a rebellion going about. My employers are not so fond of the previous invasion of the city. And most of us peculiar of my bosses seem to be more interested in what is actually happening upstairs, and we are mustering our forces, seeing the potentiality of a rebellion. But alas, it seemed to be a little bit thin. What does the Nordling say? Thin on the ice.
Is there a reason why this rebellion should be thin? I thought our land had strong soldiers.
Oh, yes, but here comes the little kicker. It believes that the Inquisitors has falsely information of the city and have blamed the Queen for some terrible experimentation that is happening in the lands. Of course, not of our making. We have sought to that, and is not, but the people seem to believe that, and wager her to be executed for her evil deeds.
Of course, that would explain a lot of things. People are easily swayed when they are in need. Despite everything good the Queen has done for them.
Well, it just takes a little bit to hear what people wants to hear. And also paying good money to make it happen.
Shouldn't it be possible to, in that case, spread new information that tells otherwise?
If it only. We could manage it, but it would be very difficult.
Because?
You see, are you familiar with the Shadows Den?
I am.
The Shadows Den is ruled by the Mist Wanderers nowadays, and there are spies and thieves working under them, and there seem to be an other hand paying them. They seem to have another priority of doing a bounty that is right, and they do not sleep until this bounty has been released. And it's a unknown proprietor to them. But it could be. It's very good, but one of my employers has tried to persuade them, but they're quite hard to persuade nowadays.
This might. Yes.
It seemed to be that they are in the pocket of the Inquisitors. But with a good striking hand and some money, it could maybe sway them at the other time. But I would, he looks around, if you pay me another 100 gold, I can give you the location of my employer. I think she is better suited to be talking to such pristine, good, fine lady as yourself.
Oh. This employer. Yes, that sounds interesting indeed. Can I do an insight check just to see if he's
Sure.
just bullshitting me to get more coin or if he actually has an employer?
Sure. Looking at him, he seems to be genuine. With the money of the line, he is probably quite greedy as genuine as he is.
I mean, I figured as much. I'll just give him another 100 gold.
He opens it up and go like, "My lady, it seems to be a very good relationship we have here. And you should be very, very happy to have her as a friend, of course." A gesture toward all of you others.
Of course.
Well, you see.
yes.
And he stands up. "A whiskey?
No,
What?
it's Thursday.
Huh?
We do not drink on Thursdays.
I understand. My apologies, dear cleric. Are you presume a cleric of Calador?"
Let's see here. The answer there is yes.
I understand.
Right.
I've seen your kind before. It's Wednesdays, am I right?
Yes. You're
Oh?
right. Are you, perhaps... Have you read anything about our order?
I have. In some of the things I have done. I'm not of a believer myself, but
You wanna be?
The gods doesn't favor my profession as
And
much.
that is because you don't have the proper belief. The judge
Yeah.
will help you if you just so choose to believe in him.
I think I will be judged
So
quite
will we all.
decently. I'm a slight disadvantage, my friend. Regardless, the information, of course, my lady. My employer is one of the Crow Lords.
Is she now?
Oh, yes. She is quite of a... How can I say? More... She has a strong tiding to the... She has a strong tiding towards the royal family, and she wishes the royal family to be safe, and she is more of the economical provider for the rebellion. She has come here many times, and...
And are you an economical provider of the rebellion?
My dear, as much as I would like to help a rebellion, I have a casino and money to make. It doesn't really concern who wins or loses. All of the sides wishes to gamble at the end.
That's so. Just a hypothetical question. Since I intend to very much join this rebellion, because I very much would like my family released, would it sway you to allow me to lend money to provide the rebellion if I signed up the deeds for the lands owned by my family. If we all would perish in this attempt.
Make a persuasion check with
Ooh, that's a win-win.
very much advantage.
Oh.
Good.
That natural 20 will go. So he looks at you and go like, "My lady, are you offering Gloom Warden estate to me?"
If, let's say, it is like an
Say
interest.
no more, my lady. I will open the accounts for thee. It will be my honor.
Afraid that this man doesn't stand up.
All we hear is a thump in his desk.
That is-
Yes. Is it
I
a
would of
shut up
course
and
need
take
to
my
write a
money?
contract and sign it.
What did you say, Kalle?
Is it a shut up and take my money?
That face, yes.
Amazing.
The paperwork. Yes. I have myself a little bit of a paperwork. Of course, and he bring up this loan contract. How much, my lady?
How much would endless be? Let's see it as a credit bill, so to say.
My lady. And he stands up. May I kiss your hand?
Of course.
He will take
Hold
your
out my hand.
and he will kiss it very. He takes it and looks at you and go, "My lady, but I need to have your insurance. I believe that you have a signet ring."
I do indeed.
He takes wax and he heats it up with a candle and he drops it on the contract.
I would
And he
of
shoves
course
it
need
closer.
to read the fine prints first.
Oh yeah. Make an investigation check.
uh, why can't I find that now? There. Fruit.
You are very good with those kinds of documents because of your background. You scan through it, and it seems I'm doing. He's opening up accounts for you, and everything will, to the contracts, believe you will be hand over a formal contract, like a letter that gives you access to credit in his behavior, and the contract is known as the greed contract, as the greed deal. And as soon as you are having this paper, you have access to all items that are here in the crossroads at credit. And and when you come back, because they were all of the receipts, if you may, comes to the Platinum Club, and all of them should be paid when you return. As you say, the contract is done. Or if you haven't purchased anything for a year, they will try to fine you, and you have to pay what is in that debt. If you haven't done that, an additional 1,000 gold will be added to the bill. If that is not paid, they will take from you of the value from your person with an equal amount.
Makes sense.
And also, if you are not in your life, your next of kin or the next of family member will take over it. Or if that is not happening, the next person in your line of work will do that.
So no
No problems for most of us, because none of us have family.
And for all of you, I will look at it, I will look at him, I'll hold out my ring, and then I will go towards it, and I will hesitate just before I push down. And so, if I would perish,
You hear another bonk from under the table.
so if I would perish and all of my family would perish, then I of course can't pay this. But in that case, the land of the Gloom Warden is yours. But
And he takes
only if
another
all of
paper.
us die.
Another paper as well, and drop some wax on that as well. Just for assurance.
Of course.
Words are so thin in war
Of course, yes.
I'm taking
I'm-
out my coin, like flipping it a little bit. Like,
Real? What happens if he kills you? Then he gets everything. Isn't that how it works then? Did that say anything in the paper?
So I will go, and then I will hear this in my head, and then I will and also of course, no foul play and assassination attempts on my life, correct?
My
You are a
dearest
honest
lady.
businessman after all.
I usually do that. But in this rare occasion, to have the Zatmuzal family in the crossroads and having a bit of a chit chat with this old fella, I can make a very noble exception.
insight.
Sure.
I also want to insight.
I'm gonna incite the shit out of that as well.
Yeah,
Do it.
I have to be right back. A second.
I also want to insight that because everyone is doing it.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
It's kind of like when he says that, all of you lean in toward him.
I shall.
He seems to be telling the truth. He seemed to be in the heavens, only to just a nobility has just come in here, says, open up all the accounts, I need them.
And the double thump. Good.
And also the reassuring that if she doesn't pay up or if the family dies, he will have the estate. It's it's the biggest deal of his life. Kind of.
I'll just stamp both of them with my signet ring.
My lady. And of course, and he will lean down and he will give you this black with golden edge card that is
This is my American Express card.
kind of and on it says the platinum club.
With the platinum card.
Yeah, with a platinum card. And on it's the name of the baron as well. Show this to any person that are having any establishment here in the crossroads, and they will send the receipt back to me, and everything will be booked and well prepared for you as when you arrive back.
Thank you kindly, sir.
And my lady, and he brings up a glass and gives you a little sip of whiskey. The pleasure is all mine.
Since we're such business partners, at least my lord, my lady here is
I do a little bow, like, yeah, sure, let's play this game.
Her servant here has interests in the Platinum Balcony and would like to inquire about the password. Is that something that we could get by without having to give money?
My sweetest employer to this sweet lady. You are beyond the Platinum Balcony. I will forgive you. Have you ever heard of the Diamond Chamber? Hmm?
No, but do tell me about it, please.
The Diamond Chamber are for people of most utter interest. We are talking the rich people. We are talking nobility here. And there haven't been anybody in the Diamond Chamber for a while, but this is probably a very good occasion to open it up again.
I promise you, I will take all of my friends here to the Diamond Chambers to play if we win this rebellion and can free our city.
And if it is a Wednesday.
And he nods to you. And of course, Wednesdays, of course. Ah, I can see it in front of me. The Lady Zatmozal's Magical Wednesday. Doesn't that ring a very good tone?
You were here
Yes.
sing hee 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 in the background now.
Kinda. Well, let me.
Sounds perfect. So, now when I have this out of the way, how do I contact this Crowlord?
Very good for you that she is right now at the Shadow's Den, trying to provide her a deal, a new deal, giving the assassins a new deal for what they really want.
Oh, I
If
know
you
what really
hurry,
want.
you can kind of meet her there.
If we would happen to miss her, does she perhaps have a name or?
Oh, yeah. She is known as Shirera. Shirera. And she is one of the Crow Lords. I do not know anybody of the other Crow Lords because they are working in mystery, but I had the
course.
pleasure to meet Shirera.
I'm sure you did. She sounds like a lovely lady as well.
Oh, she is really she is a businesswoman for sure.
Then I'm sure we would be able to come to an agreement.
My lady, it has been an utter pleasure. I do believe that I have more work to be done, and more contract too, and hopefully waiting for your humble return with some finances.
Of course.
Mm.
I'm gonna turn around and look at everyone. Just everyone will hear a ping in their head. Is there anyone who wants to add something?
I don't think that would do anything to this.
I feel dirty as it is.
Yes. Yes.
Well then.
Well then, and he claps his hand and the doors open up and the Minotaur comes in again. Yes, master. We are quite done here. I am happy. As you are leaving them at the bar, make sure them to part away with a parting gift. Wouldn't you say that we should be polite to them, Brute? Yes, of course. My friends. He looks down at Garibald. Please follow me.
Brute, what a
That's more
charming
like
name.
it.
Before we leave, I am once again gonna curtsy to the Baron and then turn to leave with others.
I'll also do like, oh, yes, oh!
I do the same.
Brute will take you through the hallway, out to the platinum balcony, and lead you down into the bar. And before you are left at the bar section, he will go back to the bar, and he will bring this good bottle of elvish wine to you. And gives it to Garibald.
Now this is something,
Yes,
isn't it, Brute?
it's a parting gift from the master. Drink and enjoy while it lasts.
Thank you,
Hey,
Brute.
Open
Yes.
it, wouldn't you?
Make an intimidation check.
Do I get
is-
advantage because we know?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm gonna fail so fucking hard at this.
Regard.
9.
And
15.
it's not bad. It's not bad.
That's not bad. Is
He
it?
looks at you and he takes the top of it and he crushes it
Just
and gives it. It is open.
I always like my wine with shards in it anyway.
Have a very horned day.
As he leads us to the bar, can I do an investigation on him? Or
On Brute?
Yes, I want to see if he has any type of symbols or something, and see if
Sure.
I can see a tribe
Yeah.
going on. A natural 20.
As you're walking down, you study him as he is walking down first. Then you come into his head level because he is like over 2 meters tall. Then you can see his inside of his left horn. He has a firing brand, at the same one that the servant lady has. And on the other side of the horn, he has another brand that you recognize to be a clan name. Or a clan. It looks like it's 2 black horns and a star in the middle.
Do I recognize the clan name?
Those are called the Bloodhorns.
Bloodhorns.
I wanted them to be called Horde Nebula.
And
Would've been good.
you know that the Bloodhorns are usually mercenaries. And they come from the Thoria Mountains, usually. And it's quite unusual to see them as far south as they are right now. And you are left there at the bar, and you may proceed with whatever you wish to do.
Well,
Is
that
this-
was. Is it with me? Was that too easy? Or did Rill just do a fabulous job?
Easy, she gave him 200 gold.
And-
300 gold, I think, and then she started like the thing we were not supposed to do.
Unlimited access to their coins, which is gonna really be bothersome if we don't manage to pay back. But I mean, I am expecting that in the end of this, I am either gonna be dead or I'm gonna have help to somehow pay back. So it's gonna be fine. Hopefully.
Paying back a rich guy is not that hard. You just take from another rich person and give it back.
Oh, Blinky, how your wisdom teaches stuff every day.
That's usually how we do it.
Steal from the guy you borrowed from and give it back.
I'm just gonna
That's
go
what I
get
do.
something to drink, but you can
Good.
continue on talking. Where do you want to go next? You can talk about that until I come back.
So, to the shadows
So-
then?
I guess we have to hurry if we want to talk to this crow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we need to go there anyway, right? So,
I am just
Might
a
as
bit worried
well
of what
get-
he said. Is it just me, or did anyone else get the feeling that the ones that has the assassins in their pocket might be a certain someone that we should not
Mhm.
name in here that
yes,
we know about
yes,
that has already used these assassins against us?
the very old, annoying man.
We will not name.
He
He
once
who
was
shall
a,
not be named.
he was once a young kid. Now he's old. That one.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Yeah, that.
The puppet master.
So, where do you wish to go, my friends?
The shadows then.
The
Yes,
shadows.
we have to.
I
Might
could
as
keep
well.
a lookout and
No.
move in the shadows.
Actually, yeah, it might not be an entirely bad idea to have a lookout or two. I am not entirely sure Garbod should go in there either because he did kill one of them, if you recall.
I mean, yes.
Maybe 2 of us should wait out. 2 or 3 should wait outside while 2 go inside or 3.
Right? If Garbod and Thalion waits outside.
I don't think I should go in, but maybe just if you need a little leverage, I can go inside and be big and strong.
I mean, Blinky can just send for you if she
Yes.
comes along.
Well, that's okay as well. Yes.
Right. You go outside of the Platinum Club. It's still quite dark in here, in a more like a dusk light interior of the city, of lanterns and torches all over the town. It gives this almost like an orange, like dusky appearance of the city. You wander into the street. There are some people still walking about in here.
I would like to stealth and keep distance to the group and like
All right, make a stealth check.
follow and observe.
Ooh.
With a 32, you go into an alley and just disappear. you're having. I have to ask: Are you sure you even exist anymore? It's like that.
Do you change planes?
Yeah. But,
I flicker between the planes.
So Thalion is gone. He just, as you're wandering by, and he says, "I'm gonna stick in the shadows," and just disappears.
What was that? Oh.
It's almost like Nosferatu in Vampire the Masquerade. They just obfuscate, you just gone world.
The Ice and Voice.
Yeah.
Garbod, keep Chester close in case he feels something out of order.
I'll feed Chester a little bit more.
I mean, he's an excellent guard dog, and he has amazing senses.
Doesn't he? An amazing mind. It must be fun poking in there.
Ah, yeah, he still has a lot of really nasty words to say, but apart from that, yes.
You wander down the street.
We are walking. I just wanna. It's a ways to walk. I'm just gonna keep an eye out. I wanna see if I see anything I recognize that has to do with thieves, like
Mhm.
from Kyril.
Okay.
Like, is there anyone that has any symbols or anything that comes to mind?
Make a perception check. Or an investigation check. It's your call.
I think perception and investigation. It's 24.
24. As you're walking down the street, and you're getting close to this establishment here, you glance over and you can see there is a sign that says the second hand. And as you walk past it, you can see there are a lot of people inside. Look like it is almost like it's a gathering house for all of them wear cloaks, and it looks like it looks very shady. And one of them, there's a group of people walking into the establishment, a group of 3 individuals, and one of them, as you walking right past them as they're walking up, you can see flashing on their belt. It is a symbol that you recall comes from Kyril. There is a symbol of like the Thieves Guild or something like it.
Okay.
And they are walking into the establishment. As you are walking, as a troop walk by them.
Okay. I also want to check if do I see anything that has to do with Legion? Like, do we see their symbol anywhere?
When you're walking down the street, looking at the second hand, or going more, you're getting closer to the Gauntlet Arena. You don't find any people that has the symbols of Legion or anything, either other like gang signs that are coming from Amora. There are gang signs and there are gang symbols, but it's nothing like Legion or...
Nothing that stands out, at least.
No, most of them looks more towards having like animal faces or like animal parts. And most of the names has like eagle wings or death gaze, and it's a huge bear like mouth.
Okay. Good to know. Then we carry on.
You carry on walking down and you pass by the Gauntlet Arena. There's nobody there at the Gauntlet Arena. There's close by. It closed. You walk
Too
down.
early.
It's probably too early. And then you reach the Shadows Den. And it's not... the second hand is more like... It looks like more like a home party feeling. This one is... It's so... As you look at it, it's almost like looking at the Addams Family house. It's just dark. It is 2 stories. And outside there are 2 long, heavily obscured people with long cloaks and like mouth guards that are dark. Everything is like pitch black. It's like looking into like, oh, this is the house of the Nazguls.
Yeah.
Kind of like.
Also, I don't. Since we didn't say this, but I would assume, yeah, at least my character would have a hood on because everyone here has a hood on. You stick out like a sore thumb if you don't have a fucking hood on.
I figure as much because you gathered some clothes from Gil previously. I think it was. No, you gained some cloaks. Yeah.
I have a hood already, so
I have multiple disguise kits. I think I have 4 for some reason.
But the shadows then is there at your disposal,
I
and
guess-
it looks shady as hell.
I'm gonna look towards Scarbard and speak into his mind because I don't trust people here. I might very well walk in here and die. So be alert if Blinky reaches out and screams.
Yes. And really,
Garbo, have you taken a cloak and a hood on you as well, or do you?
I guess I'll stay forced it on me.
Okay.
I mean, we can't do much with Videl.
No.
Horns.
I'm just gonna grab Rill by the shoulders and Rill, remember, if you're gonna die, die well.
Always.
Die with your boots on.
Yes.
Does he say this openly or in your mind?
I hope he keeps the connection in the mind, but I don't
Because
know.
if he suddenly like, die well, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing in there? What? Do you say this?
Okay, please say you say this openly now.
So, which are going into the shadows then? It's Rill and
I'm gonna bring Blinky because I need Blinky
Blinky.
with me.
Uh,
And
So-
I see, like, I feel Videl is a good diffuser.
It's calm. Calm.
so
presence.
so Vidal, Blinky, and Rill, and Garbod waits outside with Thalion somewhere in the
Somewhere.
ether.
It's probably standing behind one of those guards and doing like bunny ears on top of their heads, but no one of us can see him. It's like,
Like
Doing-
following.
What was that?
Who goes there?
What was that
What
noise?
was that noise?
Must have been my imagination.
that.
There's someone prowling around here.
Jag är stegande hör i marken.
So, Vidal, Rill, and Blinky goes into. You approach the shadows then. Nobody seems to react at you when you approach the door. You just open the door and you can walk in. Garbod,
Yes.
what do you do? Do you stand in the middle of the street or do you go closer to. What are you doing?
I'm
Where are you standing?
standing on the opposite side of the street.
As you stand, you go into the opposite street. Make a perception check.
Perception check.
Please roll high.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I have +6. Can I get 7? 9.
With a 9, you try to like look at your friend's direction, but you are easily distracted as you're getting close by and you lean onto a wall and trying to be like observant. You can hear a person to your left, or it's a group of individuals standing close by to one of the huge buildings close by, and there's this one who has this dark armor on him. Think about it as Svarta Gardet, like from Chronopia. It's like this dark, very pitch black armor with this red edges to the armor. And you directly see that he has 4 heads on his belt, surrounded by the other guys, and he's like, and you know what? The best feeling in the world is when you take a sizzle and you just into the face. It is so good. And all of the other people like, oh yeah, you tell the boss. You're just talking amongst each other as you see this individual. It's a middle-aged man. He is bald, but he has a lot of he has this dual scar that goes from his above his eyebrows down into his side.
Okay.
And that is what you hear when you're standing there.
Yes.
And Thalion, where do you stand? Do you stand on the other side where the Shadow's Den is, or do you follow Garbo to the other side?
He's on the ceiling.
I guess I'm about here, maybe on the roofs.
Mm-hmm.
You could
And
be
is it-
inside the shadows then, even.
Yeah, nobody would.
Yeah,
You're they're a leader.
standing on my head.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but easily done. You climb up to one of the rooftop. Make a perception check.
Yes.
On the rooftop, on the Shadows Den, you can see there are 4 individuals standing on top of the roof, and one is sitting on the edge and looking at your party going into the den. And you can see on all of them, they have 4 different like sabers on them. 2 like on the sides of swords, and 2 on their back. They're very visualized, and they look like they are like assassins that are taking it close and personal.
Hmm?
Alas, as are people getting inside.
Do I recognize them as the same people that assaulted us in the tavern?
Funny thing is, no, they do not.
Okay.
They look more dangerous.
Are their faces covered?
Yes, they are.
Always.
Like ninjas?
Almost, yes. As you other guys come into the establishment, it is nobody there at all inside. The only thing that is there is this one singular dark wooden table and a person standing very awkwardly behind it. There's a chair close by, but this person stands there, slender, long arms. He is bald. He has no facial hair at all. He's long and slender, has this very wide square jaw, and he stands there with it. And he's the only one who has different kind of colorization. He has only like a tights clothing, almost like a polar neck, and everything is just white. The only thing that is dark on him is this very dark circular spot like above his like heart section. And he looks at you with like no expression at all. He doesn't even look at you when you enter the establishment.
I lean over to Rill or Annabella. Should we enter with grandiose things or just play it cool?
Both.
I don't know how to do both. It's all or nothing.
Do you
I'm
go
gonna.
closer?
I'm still standing there, so I'm gonna ping into Blinky's mind. And first we try to figure out if they do indeed work for Leon or not. Then we try to get the contract away.
I was more thinking of like, should we introduce ourselves like, hello everybody, we're here, fuck you, or just play it cool.
I love the idea, like, hey, we're here, fuck you!
Since we're so bad at lying anyway, I thought like maybe we just put all the cards on the table. Hello, you're looking for us.
Clear. I'm looking towards Vidal, and he will hear in his head. We're gonna do something really stupid, but you're gonna like this.
Perfect.
I'm gonna go back to Blinky and just go for it.
Oh, well, wonderful.
You go front to the table, and the individual stares out into the nothingness.
I take out my bagpipe.
And you also, as you come closer, he smells delightful.
Ooh, lovely.
Not Leon delightful, right?
No, like, is it perfumey?
It is very perfumey, and
Is
it is not that,
No.
but it is definitely a flower, but not that specific type of flower that you have experience of.
Good.
Otherwise,
But it's
PTSD.
a little bit of like that flower and vanilla.
Okay.
I'm just gonna blow like really loud, like obnoxiously loud, so probably the whole house hears
Yeah.
in this bagpipe, like like the loudest, like a war thing almost, like a
Kalle, all of a sudden you hear this "Whoa!" from the house. And Thalion, you can see all of them above you draw their sabers, looking down. And the people outside just look back towards you. And the person in the room, no facial expression at all. Just staring blank.
I'm gonna drop it and be like,
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Sakrak from Kyril, here with my associates and my noble lady, Annabelle Shetmusal, and all that jazz. And my other friend, the goat folk Riddell, from the north. And we have come to speak to your leaders about the contract on our heads.
I wonder what Blink is doing.
Could not have said it better myself.
The individual doesn't make any facial expression for the first like 2 minutes after you pause, and then his eyes just blink, and he smiles. This very like, "Hello, little dove. Why have you walked into the crow's nest?"
I just told you, but I'll tell you again. You see,
Do it all again.
here,
A broken record.
could I speak to someone that's not brain damaged? No. I want to see your manager.
You are looking at him.
Blinky went Karen.
yes, Blink is Karen.
Where is your manager?
I want to speak to the manager now. Okay, well then, lovely. Annabelle here has a contract on her head, which kind of has landed on us as well. Us, the group, the acquaintances of Nope, as you probably have in some record somewhere in your list
do
or in your
not.
mind.
We do not. But the name Annabelle Satmuzal. Have you walked in willingly into your death?
I'll remove
No.
my hood. I step forward next to Blinky.
He
I
turns his head.
bow.
I have not come to bow before death yet. But I do know that we all eventually will have to bow before death.
Then why have you come, child? If you not seek to ride amongst the riders of death, and not seek to fly with the animals of death.
Feel I have a lot to accomplish in my life before I see to the next. So why I have entered your humble abode is because I wish to see if there's a way I could remove this contract.
Interesting. How peculiar. An innocent dove, wishing to take away the words of a lion. Interesting. I should ask for my brethren. He takes up his hands, looks up into the ceiling. My brethren will see you now. This way. Follow me, dove. And he puts his hands behind his back and walks. Like you see, he has this very long, like what do you call it, skirt, like white skirt. It looks almost like he's floating, and walks through through the away on the floor into the closest door and opens it up. You can see there's a stairwell going down.
I'm making good note of where exactly we're going in case we need to get out. Yes. Checking locks.
And do not worry, Dove. Right now, we are in a position of negotiation. Your contract will be hold.
That is
Thus,
kind.
we admire a dove with courage. And a dove with courage shall always be listened to.
Thank you.
No need to thanks. Always praise the god of death. And he
I like
lowers
that.
down. Going outside. Garbod, you are still standing there and you're trying to like wait there for a while, and these guys just talking about these heads like in a very visual and like very like morbid way.
Do I like how he talks about heads? Is it amusing?
It's very macabre. He talks. Think it as the anti Garbod.
No,
Like
I don't like
he
it.
doesn't do that with justice. He just do it for the fun of it.
Not collecting stamps the way you collect stamps.
Then I don't like it.
Are you just gonna stand there and go like, no?
Yeah, I will. No, we have a mission. I would like to go and beat him in the face, but no, I'm gonna be a grown up about this.
All right. Continuing inside, and also Thalion, you don't see anything else. They sheathe their swords again, almost in unison, like together, and they stop and look around.
Does it look like they are guarding the shadow then, or are they following us?
They look like they are guarding the peculiar like building of it all.
Okay.
As the other adventurers goes down into this, it looks like just one like elongated wine cellar. Is nothing inside. There's no like furniture or any like objects or anything. They're just a circle of people in this white cloaks, and in the middle there's a lady in black standing there in the middle, and you can hear that she is like she's in the middle of a conversation, but she sounds like she is. Well, she sounds like, with your passive insight, that she is desperate. And as you come closer to the circle, the people of them just turn. So they are all looking the same. No facial hair, bold, white, with cloaks, just looking towards you.
Once again, do aloud.
And one of them reaches out a hand towards you. We know.
Oh. Okay. Presenting Annabella Chatmichal Vidal from the north and Blink. I mean Sakrak from Kyril. Yay.
And you can see in the middle, you can see this woman that is dressed in this dark, very long, ragged clothing that looks like robes and cloaks and cloth over her. On her shoulders, she has shoulder pads that looks like dark feathers of raven feathers, and on her back also a little bit downward. She has short, dark brown hair, and she, at the first glance, you can see that she has multiple colored eyes. One is blue, and the other one is purple. And she looks like she is in her middle age, and she looks at you almost like, who the fuck are you type of, like she's in the middle of some presentation, and just you arrive just annoys her at all. And she looks at looks at the other people. This is my time. Who in the wildest of worlds and the gods are you?
I was trying to present us, but they already know.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her, and points at Rill.
Fine.
I would say it's kind of rude to interrupt my friend here. Shirera, I assume?
in the flesh. And
And-
all of them in unison says, Dove, you have come not to visit death, but you have come for what?
I'm gonna step out next.
And she looks at you and go, are you a dove? And you come here? Oh, my dear sweetheart. And she walks out of the circle. The circle is all yours. I can wait, she says.
Looking towards Blinky and Vidal, and they will both hear in their head, if I die here, don't let her leave.
If you die
You
here,
will need
nobody
her.
leaves.
Keep a close eye on her.
Am I
I'm staring her down.
Am I in range to touch Rill?
Yes.
Then I'm gonna cast guidance on her.
Okay. You will have guidance. Do you walk into the circle?
Yes!
One of them, as you step into the circle, Lady Annabelle Chatmuzal. And another continues on. She's here for the bounty. I can sense it, somebody else says. But she's yet not, and another finish up, afraid. And the one closest to you walks up to you. Speak, Dove.
Well, as I said before, I have come here because I don't feel I am ready to bow before death just yet. So I'm hoping I could remove this contract that has been placed on me.
Your contract has been placed upon your head of a peculiar person of power, providing the Shadow's Den, another one, with interest out of money, giving us wealth in a price of a weapon that we are very intriguing to have.
And you have received this weapon then?
We have. And it's mostly, and one behind you, delicate indeed.
And this person, could a dove inquire the name of the one who placed the contract upon them?
One may know what death has been ordered, yes. Thus he has given your name. Leon de Tre.
Figured as much.
A peculiar one, a dark elf indeed, have a great ambition for your death. Written even in the death's halls here in the cathedral, seeking a prayer to the rider and the matron of crows.
It is not my place to speak ill of someone you seem to see so highly about, but for being an order that prays to the rider, or as you call them, the Black Crow, isn't it a bit strange to have someone who uses necromancy, which is kind of against death itself, to provide you?
One of them behind you. Necromancy. Proof of this you have? Necromancy is heresy. It is most illegal to the law. And another one, and especially against the rider's will. One shall pay, and death shall be received.
Blink is dying over there.
Do not check the bag of holding.
Don't shit, Sherlock.
You
Well-
know this Leon well.
Somewhat well. I would say more well than I would like to.
We have scanned him, and they look. We have investigated him, detected no ill magic, as the transaction was given.
The man who performed this transaction, did he look young or old?
It is not in our interest how old an elf may be. They can be 1,000 or 10,000, yet no wrinkles or withering of age can be seen. They defy the rider, but we have accepted their faith as immortals.
Let me rephrase this. Did he have wrinkles?
All of them look at each other. We cannot seem to be recalling.
Because if he did not, you might not even have talked to Leon Detré.
Confusion, Dove. You have provided us with confusion, and our ears are open.
Can provide you with more information in hopes that I can sway you to not serve this man despite his generous dealings.
He has provided us with a weapon most delicate of all. It is hard to repay your contract,
I understand.
but if you wish, you can take and give something of equal value.
And what would something of equal value be?
One of them walks into the circle and flickers with his hand, and you can see very beautiful jewels of like these, almost like in a mithril chain, filled with these dark blood gems, surrounding three large, like blood red rubies. The crown jewels of this land, very peculiar, made of materials from the north. We wish to inquire them. If you will give us this necklace of the Crowlands, it will be lifted. Or if you should provide with information that in this individual, and another one talks, is a necromancer, we shall discard whatever bounty is upon thy head.
An evidence of what I have seen would clearly not be enough.
We are great readers of items. If thy have something of an item he has read or have touched, another one, we shall find that as evidence as enough.
I do have a doll, or more so, I would assume my companion here has the doll.
It's right here.
All of them look towards Blinky.
Ah.
One of them takes the doll from you, goes back into the circle. Peculiar, dangerous memories. Gives to another one. I smell sorrow and grief. I smell magic of dark, perverted version. He is affected by necromancy. I can smell it from a young age he has.
He was
grief
not
from its
born
water.
a dark elf. He turned into one. And how does one turn into a dark elf?
Very peculiar they are. History of elves can be obtained in the city above. And they give back the doll back to Blinky. We have
Take it.
evidence. We will determine your contract. But have this warning. One does not simply walk into the Shadow's Den with their lives. She shall pay our service to be let out free.
Of course.
What is thy bidding, mistress?
I am looking over my shoulder towards Shira? Shirera.
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 Shalila.
Lila.
Lila.
Chicago.
Yes.
Chicago.
As you for sure know, these lands are currently under siege. And the crown jewels you were talking about before are for sure in the hands of the enemy right now.
She walks up into the circle. I knew I saw her eyes in your eyes. I remember your mother. To be sure. And you handle exactly as she does.
No, better.
She looks up at the others. Council of the Crows. Mist Wanderer of this dark vale. I may disband you all. I no longer need your service. And I don't wish that Annabelle has any more account with you at all. As Crow Lord, I determine this meeting disassembled. And I wish to speak to the Shatmuzal myself. As you wish, matron. And they step backward, they walk backwards, and they turn into this dark mist and just disappear.
I need this party trick. Thalion does it all the time.
She looks at you and go, walking into the Mist Wanderer's Den, that is a new one, even for Beatrice. Yet it was some time I saw her.
Well, as my friend here said, I'm gesturing towards Blinky, I try to be better.
Yeah.
Please, Blinky, or what is your name and your name? Gesturing towards Vidal.
Looking all over the room.
Yeah, she's talking to us now, apparently.
Oh, okay. Vidal.
Please step forward.
I take a step forward.
Charming. You have sought me here,
Yes.
in a den of shadows.
Well, I had other business here, and it just happened to be that you were in the same location.
Coincidence. What do you want? Have you come to take your hold of the state?
Not really. Could we perhaps speak somewhere else? I have 2 friends out on the street, and it would be rude to exclude them from this conversation.
What does your friends look like?
I can call them in if they should come here.
It's either that or my friends will
I mean,
make
it's
them.
I think they prefer if I call them, otherwise
no,
they
no,
may...
this is much more fun.
You really want a fight in the street, I mean, Annabelle. Nicknames! You know?
He looks down at you. We all have our nicknames, Sakrak.
Yes.
It's
I'm
an
just gonna
elf.
do this. I'm gonna do the gold.
As she's
the
doing
coin
the
thing.
coinies, I'm just gonna describe what they look like. It's an elf.
Mm.
He's probably hiding somewhere, stealthy as always, and it's an half-orc with heads on his belt, kind of hard to miss.
I know a person that has heads on his belt as well. I don't hope he is much as rude as that person is. And all of a sudden, the Garbod, you hear a voice pop up in your head.
I think someone is gonna come and escort you in, so... Welcome inside. Things went great, actually. For once. No killing, yay! Or I mean, later, I see.
And I pop into Thalion's mind as well if I can find him.
You do not find him.
Because I mean, you need
Well-
to point in the right direction. I'm
Yep.
just
Well, I'm
imagining her standing
doing
there with a
like-
fucking
You
coin,
have-
and like,
No idea where Thalion is.
Well, I'm going back to Garbod.
I have no idea where Thalion is. Is he dead?
He disappeared.
Wonderful. Well, if you see him, do like a crow sound or like oh Thalion. Maybe he'll pop out.
Yeah, that's how he works. Yes.
Try it.
Thalion, you see one of them off the top of the roof just jumps down into the street, and Garbod, you see one just jumps down and does a hero stand, and looks up towards you and walks towards you.
It's one of those.
I knock an arrow and aim, but I do not fire.
All right. He swaggly walks towards you, and he stops. Please follow me. The matron wishes to see your presence.
I'm just waiting for the hammer.
I'm walking in.
You follow him?
Yes, they told me not to kill people, so I will kill people.
You see that the Garbot walks with this person into the establishment.
I put my arrow back and my weapon down, and I continue observing.
All right. A few minutes pass by, and Garbod follows down into the basement as well.
You rang.
I will be the sole survivor of this mission.
Yes, you will.
Ah. Is this the last person of your party?
Nope.
there's one more, but he's usually kind of hard to find, especially
Oh.
when he doesn't want to be found. So.
I understand. The crossroads are perfect to disappear in.
Noted.
We are as private as we can be here at the crossroads.
I am sure.
Speak.
Presenting Garbod, the cleric from Gravemore.
Thank you. Don't continue with that. I don't want to get found to that. I could really enjoy that, I feel.
And whom do you serve, cleric?
I serve the judge.
Oh, I see you.
Yes.
Your kind are quite fondly looked down upon here.
Yes, and good for... And if you're not taller than me, I'm gonna look down at you. Are there any questions?
I think not.
Good.
I have my fair share of the judge.
I feel like I have had as well.
Regardless, in this room we will talk freely. Please. What can I do?
Well, I heard from the Baron that you were the one to speak to regarding a potential rebellion against the invaders of this town.
Milas said that?
Oh, yes, he did.
My dear, how much money did you pay him to say him that?
A lot.
I figured as much. Well, he's not entirely wrong. I'm trying to muster up some good people, and it's been quite difficult. You see, the Den of Shadows here is quite hard to start a rebellion with. And I do need good people to start a rebellion against the invaders.
Of course, but I don't understand if this Den of Shadows now has realized that the one who actually marked me as a dove is a necromancer who goes quite ill with their beliefs, and I highly doubt they will have much luck with the new regime that, well, the current invaders are bringing, since they do use a bit of magic in their work.
They do, but I believe that their lives has been spared.
Oh, it's
And
one
their
of those.
interest in mine. The Crowlands are known for these assassins, and probably one of the few occasions why they invaded the land in the first place.
So the assassins will just agree.
They don't care as long as coin and riches come their way. And they are already obtained a weapon that I despise that they have, but they have been provided with it. And this individual... Are you familiar with the wielder weapons?
Maybe.
You see, one of the wielder weapons has been obtained here.
Which one?
Are you peculiar with any types of the wielder weapons?
To some degree.
Know of some?
And he looks at everybody. Do you even know what a wielder weapon is?
It's on my to search in a history book list.
I know what a wielder weapon can be used against.
Yes.
Well, wielder weapons are quite rare to find. They are... In the shorter version I can give you, you can provide it if you go to another library or source, but they are usually weapons that obtains souls. They are heavily bound by magic, and the weapon... They tend to evolve with the user. And they are seen as different, imaginably good, godlike weapons. They were created during times of the ancient past. And some weapons were created by the dwarves during their times in the war of magic against the elves. And this is, of course, a knowledge that the elves were trying to obtain, because this knowledge, it's quite delicate and quite difficult to know how this soul-encapturing sense of the ritual works. But they have obtained a weapon. It's a bow, actually. They have obtained a specific bow that comes from the northern lands. A darker bow, created by a corrupted tree in the center of... Are you familiar with the forest known as Sandrith Forest?
Heard about it, yes.
Yeah, maybe came across it.
You see,
It's
there was
quite big.
There was a peculiar situation. The proprietor of this weapon carved it from the very heart of the corrupted tree. And he made this bow that he calls the Bow of Sandor. And he gave it to the Shadow's Den as a payment for your death.
Why would my death be worth something?
That, my dear, I do not know. I think that it has to do something with your mother not providing the right type of ingredients that he sought to have. I remember that your mother reached out to me before she was captured, that she was trying to obtain diamonds in an unhealthy sum of them.
For?
I do not know. But if that has something with your death, it has to be a connection.
A question.
Yes.
As Thalion is well hidden,
Yes.
I really not feel well.
Okay.
I'm cold, sweat and shivers and stuff.
Okay.
I thought I was hungover at first, but I
Oh.
was this morning, but then I have been fine and now I start to feel like feverish.
Okay.
So would it be okay for me to leave early as I'm not part of the meeting and stuff?
Okay. Yeah. If
Yes.
it's okay that we continue on.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will probably watch if I don't fall asleep.
No, yeah. Go get some rest and be well.
Yeah,
And I
but
hope to see you next Sunday.
Can you leave your cam on, but...
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you guys. And,
Yeah, it
Thank
gets
you.
better.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Krya på dig.
thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Well, it is what it is.
Yes.
So,
A bit odd he would give something like this to them. Do you know what they might want with a weapon of this sort?
what does anybody with a wielded weapon want?
Power.
Power indeed and influence. I have heard tales of another weapon coming up about in the northern parts of the older lands. And I fear that the intrigue of these weapons has grown even larger.
What other weapons do you know of?
I know of a
Like-
dagger, a
Mm.
dagger that is called an Ix. And that is, Ix is a lightning dagger, if to be put down. And it has come up and about, and people have trying to get it, but it has disappeared with one of these newly provided wielders. But we have some knowledge of some other weapons as well, because it seemed to be that the Shadows Den are hungry for these weapons. Or items. There are other items in the world as well. We know a few.
Do you know why they might be interested in these crown jewels?
I do believe that this is also a wielder item as well.
Owned by the royal family?
Would you ever see such a weapon?
True. Well, as you for sure know, my family is a bit in a tight spot, and I heard that there's been foul rumors spread of the Queen.
It has, and we have tried to maintain them as rumors, but it's quite hard when they have reached the Commonwealth. But I know it's hard, and I cannot imagine what you'd be feeling knowing that your mother is in the dungeons as well.
I am not quite sure myself.
It's your cat.
I don't know what she's doing.
Regardless, time is money, and a lot of things is happening in the surface. I wish to handle this business with haste.
So do we. Very much so. I have opened up an account at the casino.
old.
I know. I intend to use these coins to aid in a attempt to get the royal family and also my family out of the
You
castle.
should not make the greed deal. Not with Nihilus.
Desperate times calls for desperate measures.
You can pay me. I will give you information.
I am not looking for information. I am looking to buy every able soul I can.
Some things just money does not work like that.
I know. But at least I now have the possibility to do so. As
Right.
Sakrak so nicely put it, I am a bit desperate.
What can I do? It's at least the last thing I can do for your mother.
Well, I want him out of the castle, of course, but I've also heard rumors that a blue madame is in the castle.
Yes, she is trying to find the crossroads.
Why?
She seeks the wielder weapon as well, that they have obtained. And also seeking information about her lost sister,
Which was the red one?
the Madame Red.
I know where she was lastly seen.
That is information highly valuable to her. But yes.
So, if one would want to break someone out of the dungeon of the castle and potentially also inside the castle, what would one do then?
It depends on how you wish to do it. There are several things you can do, and we are several things you can do here in the crossroads, my friend.
But of course.
It depends on what you seek. Are you seeking items? Are you seeking manpower?
I
'Cause
am seeking the will of the people to stand up against this invasion.
She looks at you. If you seek the people's trust, you have to become one of the people. We have one ground rule here at the crossroad. You pay with your blood. And if you have put your blood into the soil of this foundation, people will respect you.
So you're saying arena is the way to go then?
If you wish to have the faster way, the Gauntlet Arena is the fastest to gain an audience with the people, at least having some opening to them. Money would be assured, but trust stretches a long way.
Of course.
I would recommend that either you do a... It is very dirty when it comes to the Gauntlet Arena. Those gladiators.
Allowed?
Everything is allowed here.
Magic?
Everything.
Well then. We can fight dirty too?
Yes,
Can't we, Garbot?
we know. You know. We all do.
I would say if you wish to have the ears of the people and the manpower of whatever you seek, you should go to the Gauntlet Arena. That will inspire the marauders at least.
Oh, I just seek the heads of people.
I assure you do.
And outside the arena, what do you suggest?
Well, there are several things that one could consider.
I have
I
considered a few
cannot
myself.
give you information, but for a price, my friend. I am sorry, but that is how the crossroad works.
Do I know anything about the Crowlers?
Make a
Like-
history check.
I'm thinking like my background. Does that even ring a bell?
Make a history check.
Yeah. Oh. That is. Well, since I rolled a 1, it's a 5.
You have not, during this situation, not a single clue.
Nope.
This transaction with the Shadows Den and this Crown Lord just blows your mind.
It's
It-
so cool.
It is so cool, and they definitely must have this in Kyril, maybe. But it's so cool.
You know where I'm from? It's so much cooler.
Well, then my train of thought is useless since I can't put that together. So, never mind. I don't even know. What were we saying?
Kind of interesting that you just said that money wasn't something that could help, and here you are.
Well, a girl must eat.
Of course.
So how hungry is a girl then?
Well, a great wine will suffice. 50 gold per interest, I would say.
Mm.
I hand her 50 gold.
Thank you. There is, for this one information, I do know that the rebellion has a little bit of interest to them, but they are very hard to crack. You see, as the invasion happened, mages of all the spectrums has fled down here. They have seek refugees down at the docks, known as the Shadow Bay. They're trying to buy themselves out and leaving this land by boat, but nobody has been willingly to taking the wizards there. They are rogue exiles of the city's arcane arts. They could be a good provider of information of, their service, but also maybe knowing some location of magical items of interest. If one should break into a castle, maybe they should be coming well prepared.
Yes, especially if there's a madame in the castle.
Exactly.
And the Inquisition.
Inquisition indeed. Another 50 gold, I can provide you with more information.
Nobody expects the Inquisition.
The Southern Inquisition.
Just joking.
I look at Annabella.
More?
Let's just put it like this. How much information do you have so we can just add it up to the total?
Yeah,
You
let's
wish to
stack the
use
table.
your greed deal to this?
I don't need just yet. My pockets are deep.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 200 gold, and I shall suffice information that I have.
I give her 200 gold.
Coin makers? I see. Well, for your information, I have a suitable group that might interest you in a rebellion. Maybe this cleric will find them most intriguing. They are called the Raven Guard. They are loyal to the Queen. They were her loyal subjects and, may I say, loyal bodyguards. They were true followers of the judge, and they wish to seek justice of all else. They do not wish to part with gold or anything. They wish only to have information about their queen. Their captain, or well, new promoted captain, Dawn Hilgard. She has taken this quest to release their beautiful queen from captivity, but lacked the information and knowledge of how to retrieve. They wish to attack in front But I guided them to their words to not attack by using a frontal tactic, more like acting from the shadows, but they simply declined. They are holding similarly around the Marauders Mall, seemingly like-minded as the Marauders are as well. The Marauders are not as loyalist as they are, but they provide a good fight if they seek out anything of them. So, I would reach out to Dawn Hilgard for any of the more muscle. And also, in the Marauders Mall, you will seek out the Marauders themselves. They only follow coin. If you pay them, they will go. No matter what tactic you send them, they will do it.
Despite us having, I point at Garbod,
Well,
certain friends.
it will probably be a higher cost, but they do not believe in any of the religion as well. They believe that the judge is a pity god for society. They believe only in the word of the Tempest, more of the war god, the primus of war and storm. But you see, it's two sides of a coin. They are warriors and they are loyal to the coin.
I feel like they could get along with Garbod if they just talk a bit and see past religion.
Bet they could smash a lot of things together and bond.
Compare
Right.
heads.
Garbod,
Smashing. Yes.
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 Two more informations for you, my friend. The Gauntlet Arena would be a good place to ensure dominance of the people here. People here are weak-minded and only seek a good leader for a rebellion. Even though that you should lose, one should come up with a fight. But not fight a champion. Find something more gruesome. The Gauntlet Arena is known for its provider of monsters to fight. They do have a newly obtained one. One that they have caught from the northern parts of this world.
Oh no.
They have been apporting gifts from. It is a thieves guild of some sort in the northern part that has accessed this one and taken one of its mates. It's a very peculiar specimen.
One of
Which
its
is
It is called a chimera.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yes, it
Thank-
is.
And if one would fight one of these beasts, that will bring respect to the Crow Lords, not only myself, but the others, to provide other resources.
Is it a male or a female?
It is a female. And I would suggest that if you seek audience with the Gauntlet Arena, you should fight thy beast.
So
But
happy Garbo doesn't have its mate's head around his belt. At the
Oh yeah, that could be.
You lost
ne-
that head.
You lost that head, so thank God.
I'm really sad about that actually. Please don't bring that up.
We can get it back from the old lady, maybe, where we defeat Legion. It's gonna be like a quest. Where did it go?
Get that head back. I'm gonna have 2 more heads.
I don't think you can. You have to carry that on your back, though.
So I'm gonna carry that with pride.
Well, yep.
Okay, so Gauntlet Arena and the Chimera, female.
the last one could find you some good interest, but one of the more difficult ones. There is a thieves guild that are providing here in the Shadows Den. We can provide you with information of where to have a meeting, but they are simply called as the Codex. The Codex are a group of thieves that are highly active in the town, and they know hidden secret passages that would gain you access towards the castle. They are thieves, but they are as good as spies as well. They have infiltrators and information around the city more that are giving us, the Crow Lords, the information. Yet they have a high price to pay, and they don't trust anybody with anyhow. And they do not simply like nobility, they only trust in the way of their codex, the Shadows' way. The way of shadows and how thieves among thieves work. If somebody of your group is more of a thief, that probably has more talkative wisdom.
Lovely.
They do not like nobility, so the Shat Muzal name will not invoke any of their interests, and especially not a person of a clergy will bring any of their interest as well, because they are seeking justice towards their work.
Okay, and where might we find this codex?
We can provide information and meeting here at the Shadows Den. They have some people that are meeting up here and then to provide information about the city. But they can be hard to get, so I suggest that you should talk with the Mist Wanderers to contact them.
Alrighty.
The Mist Wanderers would not be swayed.
And
Then-
yeah.
No, please go on.
I know that also one of the clergy here in town has a problem as well. The Inquisition of Magi is a religious group, and they are highly devoured to the Primus of Dawn and Fire. They praise to Alukir, the Lightbringer, and they have tried to enter the city with the blessing of the Pantheon, but the father of this town is not peculiar interested in giving them the blessing to take over the town, and they wish to, how would I put it gently, take him out of the way if he doesn't wish to comply. But it is very hard to kill what we call them here, not only a maester, but a crow father. A father that is very close to the divine. And it's very hard to just kill a public figure as him. But I'm just simply turning to your cleric friend. Maybe an audience with the Crow Father would probably suffice you in a rebellion to make the upper people to turn against these occupies and these rumors about the Queen.
A question, since you seem to be so well versed, and I do understand if this might not be for free. But there is people at the Platinum Club that might be associated with my dear friend Vidal here.
Yes. I have to comply that it is not a goat folk you are seeking. I would say it's more of an imposter. It's a person that is using the illusion to be one of these goat folk.
But why?
I've tried to notice and have this interest as well. I believe that he's a northern man, or a person, or a girl, or they are seeking information here. And they
Hello?
highly speak of, I would term as be a white dragon of some sort.
How long
Why?
have you suspected them to be an imposter?
I have met a goat folk previously, and they don't act as bold as this ones.
Like how long has this person been here?
Roughly 2 months. And he has scattered about here in the in the crossroads for some time, and I believe that he has been able to go up into the surface as well. I don't know if he has any cahoots with the Inquisition, but they are talking fairly about a white dragon of some sort.
Why imposter as a goat folk?
Goat folks are very unique in these lands. Brings a very interesting voice to a person that would highly buy interesting stuff from the northern lands. People that like the goat folks here, they have heard great tales about their folk and how good they are doing in the north. It will bring a good audience with anybody, even for me as a crown lord, or as a crow lord, I mean.
Is this why this person is allowed to be at the Platinum Club? Because they draw
Indeed.
attention, which
They draw
I would assume
attention.
the Baron likes.
With attention comes good publicity,
Exactly.
and Nihilus is known for publicity.
Clearly.
Are you the only one that knows it's an imposter, or is it well known and nobody cares?
I have some information that I believe that it is an imposter.
Such as.
It's... how would I put it? It's the behavior. How they eat, how they walk, how they protrude themselves. It's more walking as a human that your folk does.
I guess that means they don't pour their meal onto a table and then licks it up. Looks at Vidal.
Yeah,
This
that's
person walk with pride. A goat folk doesn't need pride. They know that they are good, in a sense. Humans pretend to know that they are good.
Under what name does this imposter go?
It's several things. I usually hear it, the chieftain. It
That is
doesn't
awfully vague.
exactly, which does make me more suspicious at all. And also peculiar to walk into a casino named as chieftain. I find it much disgusting.
So much information, so little time. Any idea how... First off, do you know what time it is?
yeah, that too.
I'm certain it's morning.
It's kind of hard to know down here.
Do you
Well,
have a way of telling
I can
time?
ask an informant to answer for that. Well, if you seek to go up, I wish you to take very good care if you walk up. Either you go through the pit. The pit is a very good established pub in the upper side, which will lead you up there. Or you take the ladder. The ladder leads you up to a very small, obscene alleyway that is called the ladder. But it's very getting close by into the heat point of the city. Well, if you wish to seek going up there, it's probably wise to go more of a stealthier approach, but the city is not... It's overtaken, and some of the walls has been destroyed, but most of the buildings has been left unscathed. The Inquisition needs this city, and they don't wish to destroy stuff. They wish to conquer it.
Of course. So the military forces of this town, where are they? They can't all have been defeated.
Paid off.
Really now?
In the hands full embrace of the Inquisition of Magi, in a huge sacks of gold. Only the Raven God was the only one left standing to provide and protect their queen.
Would you say the same of the Royal Fleet?
The Royal Fleet is standing still. But they haven't left the bay yet. The harbor is still filled by royal militia ships that will sail at their queen's command. And I think also that the Inquisition wishes to have these fleet in their arsenal against the Galgorian kingdom.
But if the fleet is still intact, are they still refusing to act upon this vague promise of the city to be spared?
Yes. They're just waiting for the Queen's command, and I am afraid that they will probably execute the Queen and bring forth a vessel that they can control. And the fingers points at the Crown Princess.
I thought she was in the dungeon as well.
Oh well, much things happen during these days. And some people do anything for love. For the love of their mother. They don't wish their mother to die, believing the words that she would not be executed if she would rule. I believe that the Inquisitors are being ruled by somebody that is more of a tyrant and more of a obscenely evil individual. If I only knew who was behind it all. It's a very odd and very unknown who is leading the Inquisitors into action. But if you would obtain any information of it, the Crow Lords will be at your disposal.
I mean, we have a certain thorn that keeps being the one being in our way, but that might not be the same here.
Yeah, could be then.
She lifts her coat a little bit into her. I believe that my information has been given. I have to return to my...
Where might we find this lady thingy? Raven Guard lady. Yes, Garbod's
yes,
associate.
and Marauder's Mall.
Oh, they're hanging with them. Okay. Lovely.
Well, if there's nothing more, I will tend to continue with my chores.
Fair, this is all I can do right now. Though I am far from done.
I understand. My lady. And she walks away. And you are left alone. She walks up to the stairs and disappears up.
Well, now we can spread out in the city without being executed, so now we can get things done quicker. That's good.
Yeah, but spreading out sounds like a horrible idea.
Oh, yes, but do we have much choice and time, though?
Not if there's sowing distrust with the people, which was what I was afraid that they would do. Because to win an invasion, you need to get the people on your side. And once you have the people, it doesn't really matter who's in charge and what is actually true or not.
Unless you can prove what is true, I suppose.
Yes, prove that the invasion army is lying. Might be quite hard.
Well, you gotta start somewhere. If the underbelly of the city is in uproar and angry, that usually starts a spark in the upper levels too. So if we can start it down here at least, it might spread.
Carbod, you're
Yeah.
a warrior of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
I was raised with the beliefs that the men and women fighting for this country wouldn't be swayed by coins, that they actually were, well, that they had some form of dignity and alliance to the crown. Do you have any idea how something like this could sway so easily?
I would say if the leader of this band starts taking bribes, that will affect troops to do the same. I mean, sway the leader, the troops will follow if they are loyal. If they think that this is the right thing to do, they will follow the leader.
So what you're saying is that we bring an even bigger sack of gold to the ones in charge, and
That's one way, or just knock down the leader.
Yeah, we can replace him.
Yes.
I'm not sure we're meant to lead an army, or at least, well, I'm sure Garbold would be more than equipped for the job, but I don't think the rest of us are.
That's a tricky question. But let's first begin with showing power and gaining some allies, and then...
Yes, I think we will need to head to the arena and slay this poor chimera. At least we have fought one before. Well, not you, Sakurak, but we have.
Nope.
Yeah, it's fun in games.
No.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, it's take the monster from your worst nightmare and make it a bit worse.
It's
You don't
not-
want to. I don't think it looks like that, but sure.
True, I actually have no idea what you're dreaming of, and I am slightly worried.
Yes.
It's like a mix match of several animals smacked together into one animal, and it's mean. It has heads and tails, and
It's big.
Okay.
It's really big.
But if you kill one, then it shouldn't be that hard to kill again, right?
yeah, didn't really provide that much in that fight, but I am a bit stronger now, so maybe I can now. Also remembering all the weaknesses of that thing. I think I have them written down somewhere. Because
I
I'm
know
sure
what-
no one else has.
One
No.
person has, but she ain't here.
I know. I also
He
remember
studied
her.
that whole book.
Oh yeah, I
God
know,
damn
I
it.
know, I know.
She kind of had like the Book of Monsters.
Oh
kinda.
yeah, so I mean, but Videl does too. You bought one in the market.
He did?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
you
did,
he
but-
bought
You
he
did.
brought a monster manual back in
Yeah,
Aerun.
exactly. But it's more not for northern type of
Alright.
monsters.
Gotta
have it.
It's more
Exotic.
eastern type of monsters.
Well,
Wrong kind of monster.
Yes.
Sorry.
when we go to the east, it will be well.
Yes.
When we travel there, we're well fitted for it.
Nivara, here we come!
Yay! We traveled east.
We travel east, we did.
I still have no idea what actual time it is or when I'm supposed to scream freedom.
Me neither.
Should we just scream it at random right now?
Maybe
Oh
we should
yeah,
take
we
it in
just take
turns
it like
to just-
10-minute
Yeah.
intervals and just go like, freedom!
Or we notice
You're
when she's starting to pop out from your hip again.
Wait, I have a genius idea!
I'm scared.
What if I just put a magic mouth and say it will trigger at midnight and it will scream freedom? It's
But then
gonna
it-
be me.
I'm not sure he would think that is us.
But it
But
can
it is
trigger.
us. It is me and it will trigger at midnight.
But you could use it as an alarm clock.
Yeah.
Yes, fine. I'm just gonna take out. Does someone have something? Okay, I'm just gonna take out something from my pocket, like
maybe not have it scream. Maybe you should ask it to, I don't know,
Midnight.
whisper midnight or something.
Fine. Just gonna.
I'm just thinking that if we're in a really bad position and all of a suddenly we have this mouth, midnight!
Couldn't it be good to
True.
put it on Garbot's hammer? Since it's already have all the mouths.
But
And
it,
have
it starts
lovely
shouting
earrings.
freedom at midnight.
No, Sakura, you have lovely earrings. Can you
Freedom!
put it on one of your earrings and then you can hear it whisper into your ear?
I just see
Sure,
Garbot
let's
just
start
throwing so
this.
la 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 freedom!
Freedom!
La 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 la.
Every midnight.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna put it on my earring, the big
Yeah.
one.
All right.
I'm just gonna take it off and be like, okay, putting the magic mouth there, and it's gonna be. It will.
Level 4.
I have no idea. I do it as a. If we have time, I'll do it as a ritual. I think. Wait, need to check. Yeah, it's a ritual, so I can do that as a ritual, but I still have to
it's a
pay.
second level. Yeah.
So yes. And I have the things to pay for it. So.
Well, so we were allowed to play dirty as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
So we're ready for this, right?
I have prepared a song for y'all to introduce you. Yes.
I am looking forward to this. So,
Just want to say I love the songs.
Good. Good. Most are improvised, so I'm glad.
so
This one is gonna be shit, even though it's not improvised.
don't worry about it. So as Blinky is preparing her little magic mouth alarm clock on her earring, just gonna turn to the others and like, okay, so we're gonna go and fight a chimera. So I guess we will walk in there, have Blinky do her introduction that she seems to have practiced, and just tell them that we are here to fight the chimera because we're idiots.
Okay.
Maybe we skip that last part, but you know, we don't have time for the small fights. So we really need to go in there and be like, "Hey, we're here to fight this, not any tiny ants. No, this. This is what we heard of. This is what we want to kill."
We've done it before.
We don't need to add that.
No, we don't add that, but I'm pumping us up. We've done it before. We can do it again.
Yeah, we have done it before. We should be able to
You
do
have
it
done
again.
it before, and I am here
I
now.
have
She's
no
gonna
idea if
kill-
a female is more vicious than a male, though.
Yeah.
Usually
Of
they
course.
are, aren't they?
I mean, some animals yes, some animals no. And this is like so many animals in one animal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to seeing this thing for some reason.
It's beautiful. It's a shame that we
You
need to
only
kill it.
like one part of it.
I like all part of it.
So
Maybe
the-
not the
Is he
snake one.
saying this with like, oh, I like all parts? Ooh.
Well, it's a magnificent beast, of course.
It has a goat head. So
Yes.
I guess we will leave this place for now.
Yeah.
had a discussion in their fucking chambers.
I mean, they said it was okay.
Where first? Rather small, or should we wait for the arena?
I mean, as we're leaving, I'm gonna see if that creepy white dressed thing is still standing in the
He's still
corridor.
there. Still there, standing at the table.
Does he
Looks
seem
at
to
you.
focus on us, or is he just like
Yeah,
somewhere
he
else?
looks. No, he looks at directly when you come up. He looks at you.
Grand. I'll walk up to him.
He looks at you.
I would like to thank you for this visit. And if I ever need to come again, I hope we can have a pleasant exchange once more.
He nods.
And if I ever were to come to the point where I need to bow to death, I hope it would be as swift as when it comes. by your scythes.
He makes this sign. He puts his hand all over his shoulder pads and he bows.
I will curtsy.
May the shadows shroud you and ride as swift as the rider.
Oh, I plan to bring a rod of death with me. Then I will leave.
Escorting out the noble lady Annabelle. And Garbo, the cleric, and Michelle, the
Oh.
goat folk.
Where do you go to? Do you go directly to the Gauntlet now, or do you go to the Marauders Mall?
I say arena first, and then we do all the side things. Power first.
I was thinking that if
Thalion.
we... Yes, Thalion, but I was thinking if we go to the Marauders, but not talk to Marauders, we're going for the Raven Guard. If we can sway the Raven Guard to be on our side, that maybe we can have the Raven Guard come to the arena and share for us?
Pump up the
Sure.
gel.
Like the way you think here.
Because, I
True.
mean, if we can get the crowd going even more, it would just be more in our favor, right? When we are in there fighting for our lives, being clawed and bitten and like poisoned and petrified and stomped
Maybe
on.
we-
And
Maybe we should go through town and just make like a what is it called? A town crier thing when you like announce that there's gonna be a fight
Oh.
early on and even like boast that, oh, by the way, the noble lady Chatmosal is gonna fight.
you might be onto something here, Blinky, but since I think this place gets more active during the evenings, which just stresses me out a bit more, maybe we could go there first
Mhm.
and tell them that we intend to come back and we intend to, well, bleed in the sand of this place whilst we slay the beast.
Yes.
All right. So you go to the Gauntlet Arena.
Yes.
Yes. Just to make sure, who is fighting the beast?
We are
All of
fighting.
us.
All of us.
Okay.
Because otherwise we probably gonna die.
Yes, yes.
Better to die as a group at this point.
Well, first you go, Garbod.
Then
Weaken the
Fidel,
beast.
then
me.
Thalion.
One at a time.
Yeah.
You enter the Gauntlet Arena. You enter this. It is a dome of like a tent, but inside of it, it is this built structure of. Think it as a. It is smaller than the Colosseum, but it's still a Colosseum-ish building that had this amphitheater building to it, and it's a very, very. It is a very, very quite larger, like circular platform filled with sand and dirt. And as soon as you come in there, it's a foul stench. And as you look down, you can see there are body parts scattered all over the sand. And people are just dragging it on. And you can see a lady that is standing close by to the entrance. It is one of the closer balconies. There's like seats, balcony, and then you go down a row. There's a balcony again, seats, and going downward. Roughly, it will probably fit like 200 people in this arena. And she's standing closest in the closest to one of the balconies, closest to the entrance. Looking down, quite a short, a halfling creature. Very quite shorter, a little bit redundant, a little wider woman-ish creature. She has this short. She has an undercut, but she has this. I don't know what it is in. I know what it is in Swedish, but pottfrilla, that is all like very long at the top, and it's very well water calmed on all the sides. And she's standing there in a more leather armor-ish, and on her hip you can see there's a sword and there's a whip. And she's like one hand on the whip and the one other hand holding on the railing and looking down and just go,
Fucking work faster! Work faster, you lazy fucks!
This very old lady, like it sounds like she has smoked for like all of her life. And she, yeah, oh yes, it talks in a very like raspy voice. And she turns around. Huh?
What might her name be?
What do you think her name is?
Yeah.
Kalle, can you tell me what her name is?
Isabella, I would guess.
Isabella?
I think.
Maybe.
Just gonna shove Garbled forward because I feel this is a Garbled woman to handle, and he's just hearing my voice in his head. Tell her we're gonna smash the Chimera.
I can do that.
She turns around and see your troop enter. She is a very older lady. She is a gnome. She has a longer-ish nose, and she looks like she has a little bit scars in very peculiar places in her face. And she looks like she's not on death's door, but she's really one of older of the hobbits or halflings. She is still holding to the railing and looking up at you.
Aye.
Hey,
What do you want, sweetheart?
I wanna smash the Manticore.
Oh, for a second there, I thought you were gonna say I'm gonna smash you. But a girl can just dream, am I right?
Yeah, yeah. You can always dream. You can begin with a Manticore.
Of course. Just you?
Oh, me and my friends.
Waving.
Wait,
Voice in Garble's head. Use the group name. Acquaintances of Nope.
Well, we're acquaintances of Nope. You see?
wait, you're not shitting with me. You're actually here to fight the Chimera.
Oh, yes. I wouldn't dream about lying about that.
My friend, what is your name?
Garbled.
Uh, God, Mr. Galstein. Please, join me at the balcony.
Oh, yes.
You see that?
She points down.
That is the aftermath of my chimeras.
They all look like noobs to me.
I don't understand what noobs is, but it sounds dangerous, and...
It's dangerous to be a noob. I would say they're amateurs. See the armor?
Amateurs. Oh, I
You
thought
see
it was
how they
skilled
try
warriors.
To fasten the armor around. That harness will not suffice.
She nods, trying to understand, but she's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do insight on her to see
Yeah.
how much she actually knows.
sure.
20?
She seems to be knowing a lot about the warriors entering the battle.
Okay.
So you are a group of 4?
5, actually.
Oh, I see. And you wish to fight this now, or...?
No, not just.
I can heal the beast and we can go what about. You're not the first group trying to kill that beast.
But we will be the last.
So said the last one.
And they were amateurs.
And those were a group of inquisitors.
Oh, well, nobody expects Inquisition.
Well, I have not heard that expression before. I would try silently to use it. Forgive me, Mr. Galstein. My name is Mildred.
Mildred.
My name is Mildred Beta.
You can call me Garble.
Garble. Well, of course. And it's not usually we see one of your kind here, but I assume that you are running away from your faith and trying to embrace the warrior within.
Oh,
And
no,
it's
no.
okay.
Absolutely not. My faith lets me embrace the warrior within me, so I would be stupid to run away
Really?
Oh yes.
Oh, you're one of the clerics. You're not one of the paladins.
The paladins.
We had one of those enter this beast, and he was, when you open up a can.
Yeah.
Yes, that beast handled it.
Good. So what would you say? Look back at Will like.
I just walk forward, still looking at Ella and Bella.
Mhm.
Hello there, good lady. What my friend here is trying to say is that before we fight this magnificent beast, we would also like to have an audience witness us.
Well, yeah, we have always full seated here if somebody's going to fight the Chimera because.
Even at this early hour?
Oh yeah. People tend to just if they hear a group is going to do the Chimera again, you gotta be full seated, and it's gonna be the good people, you see.
How much full seated is it gonna
All
be?
200 seats will be.
Well, will it exceed that if we spice up the fight by saying that a noble lady is gonna fight the beast?
I don't even know, sweetheart, but is this something that I know that the people does not know and does not like is nobility.
Well, even better to get to see her die all,
That
maybe.
is proving a point.
I mean,
Half can
Hi.
come because they're interested in seeing her live. I'm pointing to Annabella. Or
the
half
noble lady
is
here
coming.
is gonna die.
Yes. So
Any
half win.
But I assure you, I will make sure that 200 people will come here and visit. And they will place coin against you, of course.
Of
Because
course.
they do not believe that this beast can be destroyed.
Can we place coin on ourselves? I mean, if we
Mm.
die, you
Oh,
will
yeah.
still keep the coins.
Oh, yeah. How much are you willing to pay?
I mean,
So
if
if
we
they are
die,
betting
we could just
against us, do we
bet
get that?
everything, right?
Bet everything. How
I
much is
mean,
everything?
We didn't.
Huh?
We would be stupid if we did bet everything on ourselves, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
I assume.
I mean, I think we could round about like. What would be too much for this place? Would I know?
Nah.
I'm just gonna go all out then. Yeah, somewhere between 7,000 to 10,000 gold?
He blinks a little bit.
You what? I have to say, this is the first time in my life. Are you mad?
Quite so.
We're gonna fight
Yeah.
the Chimera, yes.
You're not bullshitting me.
No.
No.
The last
No.
group, they paid 500. It
And
seems
they
to be a
bled.
little
But
bit.
clearly they should have paid more because they died anyway, so what good did the money give them?
Well, it gave me food at least.
Yeah, imagine the amount of food you will get when we die.
Yes, I could buy my vacation home again.
For sure.
Regardless, I welcome the coin here. Now, provide.
Acquaintances of nope, it's very
Right.
important.
Yes.
She writes out there.
Acquaintances of nope.
Yes.
Misspell nope.
Like,
Is it NOPE or is it NOP or
NOPE. You missed the.
does it stand for something or does it mean literally nope?
Nope.
Yes, the general question. Perhaps this is time to update the name to more like associate.
Associates of nope.
Maybe.
Actually, why not?
Sounds a bit more togetherness in because of rebellion.
Yeah, we know each other
Actually-
for like 2 weeks now.
Well,
Who
Yeah.
cares?
It's better
If we
than the
die,
other
it sounds
groups.
better.
It's better than the other groups, I guess.
Let's go with that. What my dear friend here said.
Associates. Associates? Oh, nope. Well, are you going to pay now?
I have, let's see, how much do I have? I have 6,000 on me. How much do you have?
Oh, god damn it, it's all I have! It's gonna feel so naked!
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? I mean,
I
I have
like
5,300.
I have 76, I think.
I have 10.
You have 10,000?
No,
What?
yes,
I
10
said-
gold.
Oh, 10 gold. I was like, I have like 10,000?
I'll pitch that in.
we can pay now, but then we need some aid with making sure this place is filled. And then I mean like
To the brim.
overfilled.
She whistles down into the pit and go,
Rolf, Magna!
yeah! And somebody here shouts back,
Fuck the bodies! Get the people going! What? There's a fight going about that!
and all of them just run away, leave the bodies, and just.
You better prepare yourselves. Because we are
Sure.
going to have a battle very soon.
And this is gonna take a while. I'm just gonna start digging coins out of my bag of holding. Like,
Blinky sheds a slight tear as she does it.
I take up my
because we're really gonna pay 10,000.
I pick up my little pouch.
I gave her 5,000.
I also give her 5,000.
Give her,
So it's easier.
Yeah.
What did you say, Kalle?
I give her 14.
Why make this complicated?
Very generous. So
She's just
10,000.
taking out and pocketing.
So 10,014.
No,
All right.
10,000. 94.
1,009
What do you say? 10,000?
94.
plus 94.
Well, I'm removing 5k from my inventory.
Yeah, I'm taking 5,000 away.
Oh, this is oof. But I mean, if we win,
Oh,
we should get it back and then some.
All right.
Should, yeah.
Here comes the kicker, okay?
As she is taking the money, she's putting them into her bag, and it just disappears into the bag.
Mhm.
Another bag of holding.
Clearly.
And she's like,
All right, follow me. I am going to lead you down into your quarters where you can prepare. Also,
There's
Oh,
one
you
more.
will
We're
get-
hoping he will come soon.
oh yeah. What is his name?
Thalion.
Talion.
Fine hair.
I mean,
Fine,
that's more of a nickname he added to himself, but
I understand. Here's the kicker. When your friend arrives, we will close the doors, and into the chambers you will be prepared. You are allowed to use any spells, any items, any trickery that you want. Only thing that you are not allowed is to attack the people that are sitting in when we are looking. You are not allowed to destroy the structure. If you destroy the structure, you will pay for the damage. And if you die, well, sucks to be you. I got the money, I will do the repairs. Also, you are not permitted to have any funeral, because we will not stand for it. Otherwise, you have to pay in additional. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, I just don't want to be rude, but like, how
Yes.
how big are the chances that you're not running away with all this gold out of the gates and just going to your vacation home forever?
I'm a businesswoman.
That doesn't tell me much. I met a lot of business people being
Well,
shady.
welcome to the crossroads.
Fine, but I know your face. And if you take this money and disappear, I will find you. I'm good at finding people.
I think
Oh,
it's okay,
wow.
Blinky. I think this is her summer home.
Good.
And
We
also, lady,
understand each other.
I do not believe that you will be alive.
You
Well,
shall.
Also, if you wish to have any of our weapons, armor, shields, you are provided with anything in the chambers. But we'll get it back if you will survive. But we'll be just picking up for your corpses.
Are you allowed to prepare spells beforehand before walking in?
Well, yeah, I bet that you have your spells prepared now.
I'm just meaning like
I'm starting summoning some tiny servants because I'm not doing that in battle because I realized.
Whatever you do, make sure that you are ready to die.
Oh, we will be ready.
yes.
I've already faced death once today,
Also,
so...
for additional money, for additional 100 gold, you will be provided with information about the beast.
I give her 100 gold. Fine, take all of it.
Very well.
She walks down.
This animal is called a chimera. It is coming from the northern part and is a very nasty beast. But we have made a little ingredients to this one. You see that they are rogue wizards down here that we have used their power to incarnate and do evil magic to it to enhance it even better.
Did you know?
So,
We're so fucked!
so where you know that it was, let's see, it was a dragon's head, it was a goat head, it was a lion's head, and a snake head. Now it has another one, which is a bull head. And it is fused with necromantic power. I'm just kidding about the necromancy, but it is infused with blood magic, dude, you don't know.
That makes me feel
Lovely.
so much better. Just a question. How
Yeah.
does a creature with 5 heads walk?
Well,
Bad.
you can ask it.
She continued walking.
I'll try
Well,
to do
it
that.
talks.
What?
Yeah. It's fucking weird.
It does?
Oh, yeah.
What does it generally say?
It usually swears a lot. And it usually brings out revenge to something or something. I don't know.
Oh. You said information. You just told us what it looks like.
Yeah.
What does the heads do?
Yeah.
Well, the dragon's head, it breathes fire. The lion head, it eats and chomps really hard. The snake head, well, it's usually on the tail and it bites you and it makes venom and it makes you slow and some shit. What does it do? The goat thing, oh, a horny bastard. It rammed the wall. I have to enhance the wall in its cell. It's fucking and also the bull's head. Piercing horns made out of metal on the top of it. Nasty thing. And also it perfumes out this very weird poison. Super weird. But it had to be spicy for the people. And also it got wings, bat wings.
Nice.
So it can fly. But don't worry, we have this net dome all over it. So it will not fly out, it just will stay down here with you all. But it's about 3 meters up, so it will still fly and have a possibility to kill all of you in one sweep. Well,
Do you say it's cursing a lot?
well,
Does it say anything? Like, will I... What I'm asking is, will I have a bad conscience for slaying this creature?
oh no, it's still a beast. It's still a fucking beast. It's a nasty thing. You should just kill it. If you have the chance.
I mean, I know a beast that has a very foul mouth, but I find him quite adorable. He lives in my friend's pocket.
Oh, really? Well, nah, it's just a monster. Sure, it talks, but it's just a monster. Just kill it. Kill the fucker.
I don't know if she's still the right person to ask these things.
I have seen many monsters that we have fought. We had an ogre. We had what have we have more? A half giant from the north as well. Oh, that was a nasty fight. Broke half orc in the middle. Nasty, so nasty.
You know all of those are sentient, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Who?
that.
Who? What?
The creatures you just mentioned, they're sentient.
They are. Well,
As in, like, they think.
they do.
They talk.
Nah. Monsters, they only think about food and shit, so it doesn't really matter to me. Hey, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I'm just taking the monsters, they fight, money, good.
Can we win without killing the monster? If we persuade it to lay down its
Actually, I was gonna
heads.
ask something of the same. Like, if we tame the monster, would it still be a win?
Nah, then we will kill you instead. That's considering cheating. As I guess the rules.
How would it be cheating?
They say everything
You-
goes.
Let me make this clear. This is an arena for killing. It's not arena to make friends. It's arena to kill and die.
You said anything
What if we
was,
kill it and then we bring it back to life? Then everybody wins.
No.
Oh,
Then
But
we
I
will kill
mean-
you.
No. What my goblin friend here is saying.
Goblin?
Yeah, I'm not disguised anymore, so.
Are you a goblin?
yeah.
What the fuck?
You have problems with my floppiness.
Sentient being.
Yeah.
Well, what do you know? A talking monster. There were the fucking days. Well,
Calm down. No. The question here was, let's say we slay it, like it's actually slayed, but
Yeah.
So I really need to quit.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I need to quit, but I'll see you later.
All right, bye.
Bye bye.
Okay.
But we're
Final
going to.
question.
Yeah.
Let's say that we slay it and we don't actually kill it, but it is at death's door. So you can heal it again and then you can earn more money on it.
that's not how show business work, baby.
What if we kill it and then after everybody leaves we can bring it back and we say you
You know what?
distributed its body.
We
I
will
don't know.
kill it. Sure.
And you can
You
get
make-
some of our earnings back.
Listen, you're making this so fucking complicated. Go in, kill it, done.
But
Are
if
we
we
clear?
pay you part of what we earn back
Goblin.
from winning,
Goblin, fuck off. I'm doing my business, you doing yours. Do you want to fight in my stuff? Then you listen to
Yes.
my rules. You go in, you kill, then just fuck off. Okay?
hi,
Okay.
hi,
Fine.
He will
hi.
lead you into a chamber and he just shuffle you in there.
Make sure that you are prepared for the
But
life.
we need our last companion.
Yeah. Come on. I'm gonna come back here and say, are you ready? And then you close it, we lock it, and then you go in and die. Good. Have a nice evening.
And she just goes away. And there we end tonight's episode.
Lovely lady.
And also, for another thing, fuck that voice in particular.
Please don't.
It made my head so dizzy. And my throat goes like, oh god. But regardless, thank you so much, my friends, for staying with us. It is a little bit later than it usually is, and we started it a bit earlier, but we enjoy playing role-playing games. Make sure to also hit up with Roll of Face social media and also our YouTube channel. If you have missed any of our other episode, if you say, oh, I wonder what this Akka person is, well, lucky for you, you can go back and visit those episodes and just see the shenanigans we did back then. And
When we were happy.
when we were happy
We're
and not
semi-happy
miserable.
now
Yeah,
when we're gonna
yeah.
die. The last episode of the Association Nope, they died as a group.
But also, regardless, we have also a SoundCloud where you can look up a podcast that we made of an experimental podcast. We would do almost like a radio theater with Kalle, who is the dungeon master, and playing with some friends. And I have edited and produced some of it. So it's really good. Maybe an episode 2 will come soon enough. Maybe. But regardless, my friends, do you want to say anything to the viewers while we have them here?
No.
Good then. Then from my good friend Mildred, you can all go fuck off. Have a nice evening. Bye guys, we love you.
Bye.